gracious, oh my good golly, oh me, oh my, oh Miss Molly, what a time to be alive! What a time to be alive. I hope you're all doing well. I hope life's been treating you well. I hope this week has been, in fact, a good, oh my good gracious, glad you were first indeed, followed almost directly by Indy, my God. Truly, pillars of the community, my God. MJ! What? From the Wizard of Oz, like the winged monkeys, where they go, Miku Fortnite, yes, sure, I know what that means. Oh my good gracious, hi Nub, I am Jay, I hope you're doing well. Oh my good gracious. Today's stream is gonna be a weird one, you know? Hatsune Miku in Fortnite. Oh, I thought that already happened. Tyler had implied that was like already a thing. Okay, oh, is today like the launch day of it? I see, you know? You can't keep her down. It did, but I own her now. Let's go! Yo! Oh my God, now you just gotta wrap your car in a Miku wrap, you know, and then you'll be set. I gotta be real, I know like nothing about Hatsune Miku. I know that she seems cool. I think she's like a holographic pop star. Isn't that like her claim to fame? Isn't the whole thing that she's a hologram? What are we freaking doing, Nap? Listen. Why are you making me get into it? Oh my God, I'm so sleepy. Oh my gosh. Yo, well, today I don't know if this is gonna help. It's probably gonna be a bit of a sleepy time stream, you know. So it you know, hopefully that means it'll be relaxing or something. But today, well, we're gonna be doing something a bit weird, something a bit out there. The old Napoleon the Seventh channel, you know. Not something that we've ever commonly done or ever done before, but I thought, hey, why not? Let's give it the old college try, you know? Slowly booting up Balatro. No, please. Oh my God. But anyway, yeah, so the gist of it is is this. This is the gist of it. And now you may be like, Nap, that is a blank screen. That is, I mean, not totally blank, but pretty blank. And I would say, yeah, kind of. We're gonna be making a map. This is kind of the goal of this stream. Because I thought, you know what might be fun? You know what might be cool? To paint up a cool little map using this map painting software and just chillax as we do so. I was gonna make one for my D&D world anyway, and I was like, you know who might get a kick out of that? Seems eerily familiar to another ongoing stream concept, but distinctly different. As this one is not about adding lore onto a map, but is about making a map itself. You see how I had the map pre-made for that. This, on the other hand, has no map made. Distinctly, intellectually different properties, you know? Totally different. Because the long and the short of it is that, like, you know, I kind of had a map that I'd hand-drawn as, like, a regional map to where I have a D&D campaign ongoing for some players, you know? And that was this thing, which is, you know, not great, but it's serviceable. It was a region of a map, and I was like, man, it'd be great. It'd be great to make a full-scale version of this map, you know? And I was like, well, I talked about this campaign on stream before. I've picked chat's brain before, and I don't have a full concept exactly yet on I have a good idea, but not a fully fledged concept on what I want this thing to look like. So I was like, well, you know who's been there in the past? The chatters. And I was like, hey, maybe. Or this will be a horrible idea and I'll never do it again. You know, 6 a dozen, half another, who's to say? I thought, why not? It's Friday, let's do something a little different, a little fun, a little wacky. What's the campaign? So, I mean, the shorthand version of it is, I called it Something's Rotten in Tarkarov. Not Tarkov! I didn't think of that when I named the place, okay? Listen! But distinctly, it is Tarkarov, okay? With an I. I didn't remember the game existed, okay? That's not my fault. I forgot. And it was too late, and we sat at the table, and I said, welcome to Tarkarov, and they said, like Tarkov? And I was like, no, it obliterated me. It didn't say anything but pop off. I was preempting it. I felt that you would say something. And so this is the general area that they've been played in, which I am now realizing you can't actually see my mouse over, but that's fine, you don't have to. But yes, it has been a general regional area, but all to the right of it, I never really developed. And I was like, well, what a perfect time to do so. It's very, you know, it's based on a few different things, few key elements. It's a very, homogenized Slavic-esque region, you know, except the image, and your guy right now. Yeah, so it's, a world building stream? Not exactly! Oh my god. But yeah, so the material that was, oh, okay. It's sort of world building. Sort of yes, sort of no. This whole area is the map that I have to build on. How did I not know? Well, I kept it under the lid, kept it under the head. He's world building, but not world building. No Clown Island world building, different world building. Where, yeah, for an ongoing D&D campaign I've been running, I was like, I should make a full country-size map rather than just the small regional map that I had drawn, which was this. And my artistic ability is nothing, so don't fault me, please. And so I was like, well, I can kind of probably, these nerds like lore. I can dump D&D lore on them, and because a lot of it's not set in stone, it's like, oh, I might be making something, and just pick your brains and be like, hey, and I'll throw stones at you, and I'll be like, hey, what should I add here, or what should I do there, but yeah, the general vibe of the place is it's very, it's very inspired by some Ukrainian, some Polish, some Russian. Basically, Kiev and Rus is the area that takes large inspiration from. Because why not? But with my own additions, You know me so well. We'll end up making an OC. Do it. It would be. You're more than welcome. It's yeah, it's kind of a wacky little place. Some of it's inspired in part by a fantasy settings that I already kind of enjoy. Cause the mark of any good creative is steal everything. Yoink it from anywhere that's not nailed down and go, gimme. Are there dragons? Yes, and there are dragonborn. Not so much in this country. I mean, you could still find them. But they are to the south. They're their own little Bastilia cultures. Steal from everything. Oh my god. Yo, Ray, my bird people. This is the Rus, the Kievan Rus, dragons. There are it's true. I didn't know you were British, Neb. What can I say? The French have their own history. with yoinking everything not nailed down. Get that Rosetta Stone to the Louvre! Stat! Oh my god. What a time to be alive. So I've only very roughly familiarized myself with this software, so we're gonna see how this goes, okay? I have, as I said, this is the only real, like, region. This is, like, the far western region. Hence Western Oblast, which is the name of this kind of region that bleeds into Troll Country, long story, that I've sort of developed. And so I'm mostly gonna develop that, and then to the east, because, you know, trolls, do they sing beautifully, like you wouldn't believe. One of them is made of diamonds or something. One of them was, the baby was made of diamonds, right? I'm not crazy. That happened in that movie. There was also a cloud. I hated the cloud. Apologies to MJ. I know. Wait a minute. No, MJ also hated the cloud. No apologies to MJ. I distinctly didn't like the cloud. That's what I remember of the Trolls movie. Cloud sucked. I hate the guy. That's what I'm saying. That guy was the worst. No, they can't sing. Singing killed my grandma. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Oh my god. So to start, I guess I'll just try to like recreate vaguely an approximation of where that other thing left off, where the other image left off. So like the this Serpent Sea Western Oblast connection point is probably where we'll start with, you know? I mean I guess we can start just by going with some of this. None of this, don't worry, will likely change a whole lot of this as time goes. But this will be kind of like rough beginnings. Like, it'll need to be made far more northern to be painted, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Who doesn't like a little bit of world building, you know? That's what the kids are into these days, right? They're all into the vapes and the world building. I'm like 90% sure. I think I've already messed up, but we'll see. We'll see. I do quite like this thing, by the way. I'm gonna seal that there. We will be building a river into there. And as we go, I'll probably just talk your ear off about lore that I've written that, like, you know, either hasn't come up, nor do I like necessarily expect it to ever come up, because I'm like, I don't think they'll ask for my players. You know? This is all for me, is what I'm saying. Nap, did you watch the movie? The Trolls movie? Yes. MJ recommended it, and I watched it. 9 times out of 10, if somebody in chat recommends a movie in genuinity, and that tells me to go read I Libertine, I end up putting it on. Oh, you guys don't know about the book. I have a little, okay, long story short, I was at a really early showing of Infinity War, and I got a cool little notebook from them, and I write in it suggestions of things to enjoy, consume, or watch from people. Namely you guys at this point, but also friends or just people on the road. I got a cool book recommendation from somebody at a bus stop once. That was fun. And I just kind of carry this little notebook around with me all the time, and I just slap little things in it, and I go, that sounds cool, I'll look into it. You know? So anyway, one of those was the Troll movies, because MJ seemed to think they were pretty buggers, so to speak. And I was like, well, you know, MJ's got good taste, so I'll see what it's about, you know? Singing killed his grandma. Oh, in the movie, I thought you were tying this into Lore of Dragon. I was like, huh? I think you need random house on a path where they can find me, who will give one warm woven blanket. Now, is this a witch or? Oh, that's also actually witches and covens are very big in this nation. It's because they're big in Kievan Rus folklore. That's where, you know, you get Baba Yaga and all that other stuff. So I was like, well, I gotta have a chicken hut somewheres. I can't not, you know? I made the world builder I read it to my friend earlier, but the similarities and differences between Mandalorian cultures and clone cultures, including differences in canon and fanon. Ooh, wait, that actually sounds sick. That sounds interesting. Wait a second. The last time I got a book recommendation was at a bus stop. It was a Bible from a lady who said, "He sees black people's eyes as the dark consumes them." I mean, well, she sounds crazy. I've read the Bible before, though. It was, you know, a little contrived, but all right at times. Doesn't do so well with similes, and you know, some of its act structure is a bit weird, all over the place in some ways. Cool narrative devices, though. A little cliched, it feels, but maybe it's cliche for its own reasons, you know. I'm just really into dragons right now. Ooh, well, see, that's the thing. I am definitely yoinking the classic D&D chromatic metallic dragons type deal, because I just love that. I love that dichotomy of it. I think they're great, and I'm very interested. For those that don't know, D&D coming out with a new monster manual for their revamp 5.5 edition, which is the 2024 5th edition, which is 10 years on their new edition. And they already have a player's handbook and a dungeon master's guide out, and the next bit being the monster manual. They're making lots of cool little changes. Let me change the brush size. This needs to be subtracted. Needs to go. Right? It's kind of like that. I'm pretty positive it's kind of like that. We'll be editing as we go. Don't worry. It doesn't have to be perfect. Focus, Nat. Focus. It doesn't have to be perfect off rip. This will look terrible until it looks really good. Okay. I will not take your blanket, my answer. You're telling me not to? That's okay. That's crazy. That's all right. You know. Not gone. Simply marching far away, Mandalorians. That's so cool. I'm gonna cry. Oh my god. Yo, I finished the nap time emote. In other settings, I would tab over King, but anytime I am not using a game capture, I fear tabbing over, and so I never do. I was able to buy the last copy of the old edition of the bookstore because the edition my friend is running the game in. Of which, of the monster manual. Nice. Trust the process. Exactly. Trust the process. Because again, we're trying to. This bay is this bay down here, which I know you can't necessarily tell is a bay, but it is. I don't know how well this shows up on stream. This is just I just took a photo of this thing. I got it right here. Because I was like, oh, I guess I should probably let them know what I'm talking about. I also might end up changing elements. I don't know. But I like the little curvature into a little break, and then I like the Shattered Tear Islands. I like that. I think they're neat, you know? I just think they are cool. Let me. That makes sense. That look. No, that's too far. That's too far north, I think. Let's track a bunch down here. Oh, little islands I don't need yet. Oh wait, no, you can't see. You couldn't see what I was doing, my bad. He's going to tab over and it's going to turn the webcam on and bring up his medical records. How'd you know? It's the button to turn on the camera has a little ball peen hammer above it, right above it, and that ball peen hammer distinctly has a cord keeping it aloft that is over top of a flame that maybe some stream will snap with a Rube Goldberg device of revealing all of my dental records. How'd you know? You would find I have great little chompers. You know, never a cavity. No braces. I consider myself lucky. I know it is not necessarily so for everyone else. There. has no teeth. How do you know? That doesn't even. That's physical comedy, Nap. Oh my god. I just wrapped my teeth in my lap. It didn't even make sense to any of you. A ball peen hammer would destroy us. No. You don't. It's only barely aloft. There would be such low force behind it. You know, just enough to tap in the little button. You know. Chompers, what is with me and H today? Oh my god. Well, what can I say? He could hear it. We heard. Good. It came through. Oh my god. The hammer is actually a booper? I thought that said a booger for a second. I was like, excuse me. I was like, brother, what? I was so concerned. I was like, what just happened? I was like, that doesn't particularly sound like Edward. I don't. I think somebody's body snatched Edward. I think somebody's bandersnatched Edward or something of that nature. Is it Bandersnatch? Was that the hit Netflix series where the guy who plays Adam Warlock was in it, and he was like, fair enough, you got me. I guess I have to die now. I just remember that happening and being like, I don't think that's what that meant at all, but okay. Have you heard of Red Note? Isn't that the thing with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and like what's his name? Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds and Imagine Lady, Wonder Woman. I'm blanking on her name. I kind of blocked her out of my mind. I just remember her singing the song Imagine and being like, okay, you know, I don't know if that's it, King. You know, I don't know. I don't know if that was the right call, you know. But hey, good, nice try, good swing. I don't know if it was a hit, but it was the interactive Black Mirror episode. Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, I say hit. I only recall when I was at my friend's house and their mother and like their mom would like their mother would put on this would put it on, but like just as like a fully continuing video. Like she wasn't like bouncing around. Like she wasn't like bouncing around between them as like, oh, I guess I'll choose this option this time. No, that would be too easy. No, she was choosing to instead watch the whole thing as like a continuous series of just like and it would just abruptly switch focus from like what it was to what it now is, you know? I'm like, this is not smooth how I want it to. It's closer. Maybe if I bring it up a little bit. Little touch. Yeah, that's close. You know, it's not terrible. Okay, now I gotta make it like pretty. Pretty small. Oh, and that's why, because I'm using the bibbly smibbly tool. Rather than just the circle tool. Okay, that makes way more sense. 1 second. Let me add a bunch back. Let me. I was like, why is this looking so weird? Okay, we're just gonna start fresh on that. We're just this is annoying, babe. Nap just says things sometimes. Like, what do you mean? The fact Nap would immediately think I was kidnapped instead of hacked, it just goes to show he trusts my level of internet security more than my offline security. That is true. That is, in fact, that is not a falsehood. You are, in fact, correct, sir. All right, now we're gonna subtract. It's gonna be really flat initially. Kind of becoming a triangle base. go. And the delete your art part of the process. What do you mean? It's a Chinese app that's like Pinterest and TikTok mix. You should post Minecraft lore part 23,847 there with TikTok's banned. You know what? Honest to God, I was watching TikTok today, just because I was like, well, you know, it's gone soon. I should probably see what's going on. I should probably, yeah, you know, see if there's anything I need to do, close out anything or whatever. And I was like, well, guess that's that. And then I ended up like scrolling for a little bit, watched some videos. You know what? Hot take. Maybe it's a good thing. Some people on that app, I'm glad they're losing their voice. I'm glad you don't have a platform like this anymore. You don't deserve it. It's me. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about my videos. No, I'm not. But anyway, the person, it was, oh, they really cheesed me off today. I was mad, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of glad this is happening. I was like, you know what? They're so right. You suck. I'm glad that you're losing this. Oh my God. And I was like, I'm so glad this is ending, you know? Red Note is nice because people aren't allowed to be mean on their account. Get sniped. So true, King. You can't be mean to the leader of the well, if you're talking about Red King, don't tell me you're actually going to Red Note. You're crazy. Do what you want, I suppose. Oh my God. The part where Nap learns the person is outside America. What? No, I know that I would wager any amount of money. Any amount of money. That's a lie. I wouldn't wager any amount of money, but any amount of money that they are absolutely. I'm gonna rough hand this for now, and then come back to it. Just so. All right. That's kind of roughly gonna be that. The rest of it, well, okay. The easiest way to do this is going to be with. Let me get the broad strokes going. Change. Cooldown to like a 10. So roughly what I'm thinking is I'm gonna need, oh, this is gonna need foreground. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Undo, and whatever. Actually, maybe I should change it to like, yes, then really big like white. See. Oh, I was like, wait a second, that looks a little off. So roughly speaking, and this will change, don't worry. Is gonna be probably something like this. Nope, that's already wrong. That's already wrong, and I hate everything. Okay, there we go. That's correct. Probably something like that. Broad strokes coming from here will be similar. Probably out like that. Up. A little alcove there for a specific city I want there. So that's gonna be a mountain range. Roughly speaking. Mountain range. And mountain range. Perfect. Easy. I hate Balatro. Why? I'm using Red Note. The Chinese government can just have it already. Oh my God. I'll be using TikTok to talk bad, Jorby, since he moved to America. Oh my God. I don't even care anymore. They can have my data. They work so hard to get it, apparently. Oh my God. Anyway, I was gonna think about Domino Squad. I have like 10 different scenarios where they don't die and how that does or does not affect things. I love messing around with those funky little clone boys. Based and true. Cause yeah, what I'm basically looking for is gonna be these. Yes. So Tarkarov as kind of a kingdom is really a kingdom of 5 cities, if that makes sense. One will roughly be here, which is Tarkarov proper. Erengrad is way too low, which is the one that sits on the river. I'm gonna put Erengrad roughly here, and we'll alter that as we go. Then there should probably be. So there's 5 great cities. Okay, story time. There's 5 great cities. There's Targarov, there's Erengrad, there's Wrocław, there's Krakia, and then there's Prague. Not Prague like you'd spell. It's got 2 A's. It's Praag. I like the name. But anyway, yeah, because they are based on the Kievan Rus. They started off as kind of like a very nomadic horse group kind of thing. But the 5 great cities are basically like islands amongst the wastes of Targarov. They are these massive, sprawling, multi-tiered cities that each one is the dominating factor of their given oblast. So there's the Western, Eastern, Northern, Southern, and then Central Oblast, which is just a Slavic term for province, basically. Within which, and each of these cities has an ataman, which is basically like a duke or governor. So it's basically each one is kind of dominated, and that's because each of these seats used to be the 5 individual kingdoms that eventually, by the Khan Queen, what did I name her? I named her something to slaughter her. Anyway, she's great. I love her. She's also known as the Khan Queen. She's great. I love her. She unified everything in the sense that she went and conquered everybody, you know, as you do. Some joined as like, all right, you got us. This is probably going to be good for us. But she unified those 5 great cities. Prague will be probably somewhere up here because it's very northern. There'll be one that'll be on the edge of those right there. And then, which will be Bratval, and Krakia will probably be somewhere about there. Unified through a time-tested combination of smooth talking and unimaginable violence. Well, she was also the only one who could hold off some of the chaos incursion, you know? Which is, you know, big bad. So it's like, okay, I guess we probably should listen to this one lady who seems really capable. In a serious note, I'm enjoying the app. It's really fun cultural exchange. As it turns out, Chinese people actually don't hate Americans and are actually not mean to foreigners. Yeah, you know, just, yeah, sure. For the most part, I'll give you that, yeah. I apologize. It's a topic that's very intriguing to me. The idea put forward by so many people of like, you know what? They're basically China and America, basically the same place. You know, both evil tyrannical governments. These are one and the same. I'm not talking about the app specifically. I'm talking about the 2 nation states. And it's like, no, no, both have problems. It's slightly different, but let's not get into that. It's fantasy because they listen to women. Actually, she's based on a long, storied history of various women leaders who led both the Kievan Rus and the Mongols. Also, are somewhat involved in this. They're also just a culture that's like hence Khan Queen, because they were these were people of the steppe at one point, very horseback oriented, you know, nomadic, tribal kind of thing. I'm just learning a lot about life, and there's sleepy cool cosplay. Yeah, okay, that's what I said. I'm not so much talking about the app. It's just you're reminding me of groups online that I'm like, oh my god. Oh great heavens. But I'm glad you're having fun, King. So yeah, there's the 5 kind of island cities. And each is representative of their own kind of region. The Western Oblast we'll probably call like mostly just like this area, even though it gets out into what would be like the Troll Country. It's its own thing, you know. Speaking of, I should probably back here and go add, and then kind of undo a lot of this, because once again I'm just and then we'll do this. No, a little bigger, probably do it like there. Oh, back. Perfect, perfect. Yes, exactly. So cool, Nap. So yeah, exactly. You're doing great, King. This is exactly what you need to be doing. This is how I talk to myself when I do lore. This is I go, okay, all right. You haven't messed it up yet. Let's see if you can land the plane. You know, as one does. Let's undo that, and then everything's just slightly smaller. There we go. And then we're gonna pull it back like here. Go back here. I've never landed a plane, nerd. Couldn't be me. I've landed so many. I haven't. I've flown a plane, but I've never landed a plane. Very distinctive difference. Much easier just flying it. You just have to keep it steady. You should like join the Empire. It's like cool, kind of cool and stuff. Hey, you should join the Empire. Kind of cool. Hey, what ways? Kind of wacky, kind of fun, you know. I feel like it isn't quite as sharp as I want it. That's not terrible for what I want it to be. Cause then this will come in. Yeah. No, let's undo that. I'm gonna keep it smooth for now. I'll probably change it as time goes on. That's gonna cut up that way. And then that's roughly a solid outline for this beginning region. Let's go. So let's actually work on the mountains of over here. Oh boy! Okay, well, add these suckers in. Why not? I'll probably change a lot of them as time goes on, but add them in for now. To give us sidewall. Okay. Oh, so when I was in Singapore, I got a pair with the rock sugar juice. Ooh, loved it so much. I got a almost daily store. I found it in my local international grocery store. Let's go! When you find the food that you've been craving, huge. The trick is to do things well is to measure by the amount of casualties. Then you almost always do it great. What if the casualty is the casualty of my mind, and I go, I'm losing my mind. You know, as one does. We'll bring that brush side up. This is just gonna be broad strokes for now. We're just gonna be kind of painting up here because it'll be quite cold. Actually, here, I'm gonna make it bigger. Get it out of the way. We will tidy this up as time goes on. Worry not! Worry not, Shatters. I know you've been deeply worried. I know you're sitting at home going, Nap! Nap, what are you doing? No! You've ruined it. And I go, what? And you go, you've ruined it. I had an interesting time thinking about coastal features of the place on the left. Yeah! Well, because what I really like and I need to still add it is the shattered tier that's right here, which is just what was once a large island that kind of looked like a teardrop, then broke it apart by big boom at one point, you know? And you know, Erengrad is kind of like the main city of like the Empire of Man is basically just right here. So it's like it's a border city, big trade city, the main coastal city of the whole place. So it's the big like trade one of the cities, you know? What are the aesthetics of the cities and villages for science and nothing to do with anything? Ooh. The general aesthetic is very like very Ukrainian, Polish, Russian kind of thing, medieval of each kind of thing. So very much each of these cities, and also very ice themed because Tarkarov is very much a balance between so Tarkarov is ruled by the Tsar, who then is in charge of the Ice Court, and the Ice Court also has two other competing factions of the Great Orthodoxy, which is obviously a rip of the Orthodox Church to some extent, except it prays to a bear that blasts things out of its face. Long story. Ice Bear, Urson, great god. That god I yoinked from a setting of Warhammer, actually. But anyway, so they're very much the like big like onion top roofs and stuff like that. Ice is a big prevailing cultural element. And then the Ice Witches, which are their own, who keep to the glacial keep, and are their own kind of, they're the main magic users. So whereas like the Empire of Man has like wizards and like arcane study and stuff like that, the only really magic studied in Tarkarov is ice. Ice magic. Yippee yahoo! So that's kind of like the generalized aesthetic. Now I'm between two worlds because I've been researching the heck out of New Vegas pathway you can take and required steps for gaming completion. And all the things the tribes in their lore and all the things on the tribes in their lore and on. And so I'm really into it. But also now the Outer Wilds DC's back on the table. I'm really excited for it. You're not making it easy, Nap. What can I say? I like keeping people on their toes. I can see it going either way. If the inlet is sheltered and prevailing wind goes straight in, it would act as a funnel, concentrated wave of power, or it could be quite sheltering, leading to destructive coastline. Yeah. Okay, I got some things to do, but I'll be around. Sure thing, Edward. How do I spell this from my notes? I mean, Urson, like the god Urson, which is like one of, like, they still have a pantheon of gods, but the Great Orthodoxy kind of sealed in around the concept of Urson. It was like, main god, buddy, because it's very much, it's reminiscent of the, encroachment of centralized religion by the East Orthodoxy Church that came into upon the Kievan Rus and stuff like that in actual history, where they were like, Baba Yaga, bunch of crazy gods. No, Chernobog, no, get out of here. There's only one god to worry about, you know? They were a little less solid than that. Like they're very much just like an amalgamation of cults of a few gods, but Urson's the big top dog, you know? That's their big, and that's like Ursun, like Urson, but they would pronounce it like Ursun. Also, what's the difference between the places in Tarkarov, or how you spell it? Tarkarov is just Tarkirov. Tarkirov. What's the difference between the place in Tarkarov? So, like, between these key 5 cities, that's... Oh, boy. Well, so Erengrad is this one, which is its own kind of... I wonder if I can actually add now. Oh, wait. I need to add, like, the little banner thing. 1 second. Herald? Oh. Banner? Yes, banner. Yes, of course. Let's scale it down slightly. And then let's go scale this down. Well, a little bit more. And there. Aaron, Brad, and colorway. shadow to it? I'm actually not sure. That'd be very useful. Oh, an outline. Then we can add it. Yes, a really dark outline, and then a fully saturated. Yes. Like there. So this is Erengrad. You can go very, very zoomed in on this map, by the way. Enlargement my characters from somewhere inspired by Iceland. Nice. Where they worship the primordials. He's taken prisoner and enslaved. Oh yes, you'd mentioned. Yes. Now these regulars freedom. He's struggling worshiping the primordial again. Let's go. Let's go. He's keeping it alive. Funniest thing, he's not paying attention. Having no clue at any point if Nap is talking about the world building or actual historical stuff. It's hilarious. It's true. We do bounce around between the two. I like it's fun to bounce around, you know. But yeah, so Erengrad is like the big trade city, basically. Think of green. Let me down here again. I'm gonna place that there. There you go. Arkirov. Banner thing again. Perfect. Yes. That'll be that. Wait a minute. I do wish the WASD worked to move around on this. That is something that I was like, man, I wish that was like workable. And then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna make this. I don't remember how to make the. Is it? I don't know how to make it capital. I think it's 09. I guess I could. Oh wait, no, it all has to be. Nope, it's way too big, King. I didn't need it to be that big. It does have the 2 dots above it to make an noise, but anyway, that's Prague. So it makes a Prague noise. I've learned quite a lot about the tribes of New Vegas that I didn't know before. Like how a lot of them are Vault tribes. Oh, wait, really? Not the kings, right? Not the kings, baby. I know the quest you need to do for the NCR ending, but then obviously maybe you want to do side quests for the work of the NCR, like get familiar with them before going straight to war with them. And then there have been some minor factions that the NCR doesn't require you to work with, but I think are good to meet and learn more about Yes Man and Benny's plans. And this is what I do during class based. I mean, you should pay attention in class, but based. Those stubbornly use an Icelandic name. Let's go. Tell me about Prague. Bunny Boy, the haunted city, baby. It is the farthest north. It is in the cold, desolate place. And it is got vampire problems. Let's go. It is a thing. It's because it's right against some mountains, stuff like that. It's very much in a very cold climate. But it also has a lot of history with like being the most invaded and like its walls are near impenetrable, so it's only ever been sieged down for like years at a time, but then usually a relief is able to come. But yeah, it's also got a lot of beneath one of its towers is a hidden hidden sphinx, basically, that does give information about some stuff that I'm still working. Prague's one that like I have the idea. The haunted city of Prague, I love. Ghosts abound, undead problems. That's the city to set your campaign for undead in. The knowing mistress, kind of like knowledge goddess being attached to that place. Love that idea. And yeah, they were once the Boyar family, or like, so they, okay, how can I best do this without just, one second, give me half a second. Give me, I have it like, you know, let me set it right mode. Okay, in studio mode, could be good. This is way, I didn't think I was gonna be giving out this much information. I should have known better. Grab that. Grab that. Uno momento, por favor. Wrote in the notes, hidden sphinx, I guess. Well, it's below the city. Nobody except for a select few know that that's there. It's just one of the elements. Prague. Big ups. Love that element, you know? Okie doke. Should be able to, at the very least. But yeah, so in general, what if I get that big? So in general, the hierarchy of this place. This is way more of my D&D notes than I thought I was gonna be sharing. The hierarchy of Tarkarov is kind of as such. Where yeah, you got the Tsar or the Tsarina, depending on who's ruling, which then goes down into the Adamant conflicts, which then the shared kind of level of power between the Primi Glaciate, the Ice Courts, and the Patriarch. I haven't built out the Patriarchy enough yet. Or well, the Great Orthodoxy, I should say. And then below the Ice Court is all kind of like the nobility. So the Ice Court, all of the titles below Ice Court are the titles you can hold. These are titles that have, they all have like European counterparts kind of thing, just for ease of use. But boyar are basically princes. So the boyar are princes or dukes, basically, but of which there are 12 families currently, the Tsar being one of those 12, which is the 12 original families of the Gospodar, which is like the various tribes of the, it's the term for Kiev and Rus, basically, of the like various horsebound tribes. They're the only ones who can ascend to the throne. They're also the only ones who can be appointed to be ataman, which are the heads of each of the 5 major cities. Those are the princes. Below that are the Grafa or Grafines, which are like Margraves. They're like more military class, but kind of like that in between of like a duke and a count. Then there's a count or a countess. Starosta or a starotes is more of a more of a baron, and then a Drazina or Drazinus is just kind of a lord or a lady, and then an Ursa is a knight. Is the rough and tumble of how that works. But yeah, that was why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, I brought that up to say, yeah, the boyar family that had once ruled Prague became vampires, and it is rumored that one of them is still kicking around. I haven't decided, I guess, I haven't decided if the vampires were found out or if the vampires still rule Prague. I kind of love the idea they still rule it and aren't bad. Like they're pretty good for the place. You know what I mean? Where like, I really like the idea that, cause I know her name, the vampire, like countess who would be in charge of the city. And she's great. And I'm like, I kind of wanted to still be in charge of the city. I feel like, because when I first thought of it, I was like, yeah, at one point. But then I was like, actually, I kind of like the idea that they're still kicking. Like, they're still around, and it's just like, yeah, we haven't been found out. Because we've just stopped anyone who would find out in their tracks. And went, nah, you don't get to know about this. You know? Brush a little bit. This middle area. It's gonna cascade a bit, and then catalog probably. Let's go this one first. Well, this is just more or less the main area, like that. Okay, and then to blend this a little bit, if I just reduce the attachment on that, like there, and then I. Think about if I just kind of begin to add elements of that and much the same, you know, like up into it, then it'll kind of blend together nicely. Where it's like, oh, there's some of the colors are coming through. I don't really know art, okay? So this is just like shots in the dark. Can a vampire come kill me just a little? Wait, I can't use Catholic aesthetics for the haunted town. Jesus wasn't born in this. But that's why the East Orthodoxy exists. There are, you know, and there are they give a really great Catholic aesthetic. Vampire and royalty? I know, right? Can human have a vampire girlfriend asking for a friend? I don't see why not. I don't see why not, you know? Probably a little bit. Blend that there, blend that down to there. Is like 5.5. It's a little bit better blended. Not like perfectly blended, but it's a good start to give me an idea, I think, where that'll go. Really up north, I need to start adding better mountains. No mountain. Yeah, probably the far north will be Snow Mountain. Let's bring these up, like, yeah, it's about the right size. All the ones all kind of come off of that. Yeah, make bigger scaled ones. I'm very much making the choice to not make things be properly sized completely. Like, these towns are a lot bigger than they need to be for the sake of the map. Villages, I'm gonna make a lot smaller on this map. And then I love the idea of messing around with mountains like this. I know most people would be like, oh, you need to have some consistency in the sizing. But I'm like, I kind of love the idea that there's just these enormous mountains way up to the north, you know? Makes really small ones to kind of trail out this way. That screw consistency. Yeah, I'm just saying it's very much it is an intentional artistic choice. Can I be royalty? Nap? Can I be the royal vampire lady's consort? Nap? We can make it Ozzy with you and I. I believe in it. I believe in the mission. Consort to the royal vampire lady. It's perfect content. Valid and fair. Behold, artistic interpretation. It's true. Wow, I'm clicking little stamps onto a map. I'm an artist, baby. Oh my god. I think I like that general vibe, because right there's gonna be a mountain pass, probably. Why is this possibly a dragon? Ooh, maybe. If you ask her, she'll throttle you. Oh my god. Oh, hydrate! Okay. That generalized that mountain there. I probably want to change this mountain. Maybe to be more of a, not snowy per se, but gray mountain. Yeah. I guess we'll have to go up a layer. Up a layer, yes. Because I could try to get rid of all those mountains, but I don't really want to. That sounds like a pain. Okay, up there. A little way down again. Oh, I do need to read that into that. And that way, yeah, I think I like the gray over there a bit more than I like the brown on that side. I'm not entirely certain, but I think I like it more. I'm gonna ask her is crazy. Map, make it a cool map. How can I make this about dragons? I mean, it's funny you say that, because in the mountain range that's gonna go here is where a lot of dragons currently reside. Not necessarily dragonborn, but dragons. Also, way up here, I should say, yeah, something, so like, way up in these mountains are the tribes of the Laportians, which for those that don't know, in D&D there's a race known as Leonins, which are like lion people. They come from Magic Gathering, I'm pretty sure, like Theros, like that world setting. Anyway, I had a player who wanted to play that, but as a snow leopard, and so I was like, well, boy howdy, snow leopards are a sacred animal in Tarkarov already, so this fits perfectly. And I was like, cause I was like, oh, it's like a really, they're like a nomadic tribe of the mountains. So I was like, that makes sense. I could connect them in as like a sacred animal, you know? Yo, listen out, though. How's it going? How's the wife? How's the kids? They're doing great, King. How are you? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. That I want this to a little bit. Yeah, a little bit grayer for a little bit longer. We'll probably change that. But a little bit grayer for a little bit longer. Before it like kind of shifts, you know? All this down here, change a lot of this, really green grass that I want, like way down. I want the Empire is really lush. So I need this to be like a gradient of like, kind of as you push into Tarkarov, it starts to become more of a like, oh gee willikers, this is suddenly it's cold, you know? The grass is not as lively. Wrote on my notes, Dragon Mountains. Let's go. Huge W for the dragons. Right there. We're gonna go back up in there. That's great. Right there. One particular mountain that I do need to recall exists is going to be of intensive size. Oh, that big. Right there. And it's gonna be the Stone Tooth. Actually, I don't like where that is. That's way too far down. It should actually probably be about like relative to Erengrad, it's probably there. So that means that I need that way more green than it is. Not permanently. This will probably somewhat change, you know, but some areas push more green than others. You know, I like that. I don't mind that. But yeah, I'm digging the initial connecting vibes of this. I'm liking, you know? It's like a solid basic landscape to work off of. There's one thing, I'm just gonna draw this real quick, but let's go. Like, basically, like, Like, that's basically where the border is, the Empire of Man over here. So, like, this is the thing, yeah, I'll just draw it out. Where it's like, That's the Western Obelisk. That's the Northern Obelisk. Southern and Eastern Obelisk. I'll probably change that But yeah, that's kind of like roughly what it all looks like. Way out here is like just no man's land, which is why the Western's so big. Because most of it, they really don't control. Like, the farthest their settlement they have is going to be right here. They don't really have much control beyond any of that. But yeah, that gives you, like, kind of an idea. Reset because I like attention. She lives in the mountains that are infested by dragons. No one has seen her age before. She is adopted by royalty for a mysterious reason. Doesn't feel the cold. She is not a dragon. Trust. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, that sounds like a totally normal thing. What do you mean? That sounds completely normal. Are there people saying that's not normal? That's crazy. Why would they suggest that that's not normal? Brown mountains, red mountains, green mountains. Okay. No, let's go dark. Actually, let's go dark mountain. I will need to take the brush tool back. Mountain look kind of proper. Set up there. And a couple that are like big. It's fun, and I want to. Yeah, that roughly looks. It's not bad. Like, all these sending me emails about winter weather alerts. No shot the school's actually gonna close because it might snow at 1 a.m. You never know. It's just crazy rumors spread around by the town folk with nothing to... Yeah, well, they're just gossips, you know? My hometown hasn't had snow in like 6 years. It had a snow day a week after I left college. I deserve this. Crazy statement. I've moved to my kitchen because my roommate has gone to sleep. Based, considerate, and based. Let me get some trees going as well. Oh, there we go. Let's see, and then we're gonna build it down at least a little bit, a little more. Roughly that kind of a forest around Stone Mountain. Approximately. I'm gonna need to clean this thing up, and I'm just really avoiding it. And bunch this way. See, what I do like about this tool is that it does randomize the trees off rip. That's kind of good. Like, it goes between 7 different options kind of instantly the way that I have it set, which is nice. It adds some pattern as you're going, you know? You don't have to individually click each time. Though sometimes you can turn that function on, and sometimes it feels a little better to do it that way. I will say, with messing around with this thing a little bit. Where I've been like, ooh, actually, I think I want to add a bit more detail in there. Let me just do it myself, you know? I wanted a snow day. All my friends and cousins and family were sending me snow photos. I deserve this. I'm not disagreeing. You know, I completely agree. I think you're so right. And if class gets canceled too, that would be nice. The real question, like, why are you having class on a Saturday? That's crazy. Who has class on a Saturday? Do they hate you? This is the bathroom where they went to bed before, remembering that we could have communal spaces like you. Fair enough, you know. Fair enough. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes we've all been known to forget that sometimes. Oh, that's huge. Oh, it needs to be a little smaller than that. And like with a band that goes that way as well. And the right around here is where we're gonna go. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Kind of. Sort of, yeah. Okay. Okay. And what I need here is... add it just ever so slightly like this. I can then add... let me make this ever so slightly smaller. No. The shattered deer. Yes. Yeah. Oh, is that the teardrop island? Yeah, yeah. At one point tier. Now it's called the shattered tier. Cause I like the idea that, yeah, it was like there was once probably I'm not sure if I'm gonna set it here or up here, which is gonna be the former elven city of Helenthia, which is now, it was once really a prosperous city, centuries ago absolutely obliterated, which, and dear God, do I hope none of my players are watching currently. They better not be. I mean, most of them don't know that I stream, but anyway, it's basically where the evil big bad of the campaign is currently. They're conniving out of there, you know? Lichdom and the like. We don't have class on Friday. I should have a class canceled on Tuesday because class is already canceled Martin Luther King on Monday. But the snow isn't forecast for that day. It's also forecast for 1 a.m. We live on the coast. I mean, actually, 1 a.m. is like the best time for the snow to start. I'm not gonna lie. That's like your best bet. 2 to 3 a.m. is actually, I guess, the exact best time. And that's because it's too late for snowplows to usually have been paid to be, like, still waiting and active, and too early for them to have started their shift. So, like, they're not continuing from the night before, which is, like, if it starts anytime the night before, unless it's a crazy storm, you're cooked. You're done. It needs to be in the a.m. It needs to be really early in the a.m., and that's what determines snow days. So I don't think it'll be that much snow. But what it was like 6 days long blizzard, and the entire week class got canceled. That would be cool. Yo. So you're saying I should sabotage the snowplows? No, that's actually, oddly enough, not what I'm saying. Crazy as it may be, you know, crazy old Maurice. There's a man fixing our water. Guess I'm stuck in my room for the foreseeable future. Go ask him what he's all about, you know? Go say, hey. What are you all about? What are you up to out here, huh? Jeez, get a load of this guy. Hit him with one of those, you know? They love it when you hit him with one of the... Hey, get a load of this guy, eh? Wow, he's fixing pipes or something? I just wish it would snow hard enough for the library to close. But that's like going to ruin people's lives. The last time it snowed that much, no one could open the door because there were feet of snow blocking the door. Dear God. Feet of snow? Dios Cristo. Yes, as Greg said, offer them tea. I'm like 99% sure that is what I'm so certain. If I'm wrong, boy, someone's gonna hear about it. To start a revolution, like the Beatles. Get it? Because they had that song. They had that song about starting a revolution. But they're the Beatles. Enough snow to ruin people's lives is like half an inch. People are weak, and I appreciate it. The library is never closed unless we can't physically open the building. Oh my God. Pre-snowed. Talking about a revolution. Oh my God. Surely that is normal for you, Nab, living in none of... Well, yeah. Me personally, snow all the time, you know? It's like, it was like 8 degrees the other day. It was crazy, you know? It was blowing snow and a mixture of flurries and sleet and the like, you know? I did not say tea. I said a cup. Same thing, but it's about the principle. Also, a cup of good meat and coffee, if they want that. I thought it was exclusive tea, dear Lord. Ruined my day. Nope, it's not quite far enough. Eh. Okay, like that. This is gonna keep going. Come down to there. No, actually, I hate what I just did there. Earlier. There. This. What's going to be? So this is the river. The river Lynx, and it's this area is going to be known as the Cat's Claw. You know, I thought that was cool because it looks like it'll be 5 pronged. A 5 prong river. Like a cat's claw, and one of them starts farther back than the rest. I need to fix this one. Not this one. This one was wrong. This one shouldn't have started where it did. This one should have started a little farther up, but still. Let's drag down. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then this one starts farther back. I should actually have it connect in, probably. Nice. Do you just have Canadian weather news up? What do you mean? What? You're suggesting that I've what? I attached a little thing to the side of my to my Windows hotbar to expressly let me know about weather changes in the territory of Nunavut? To try to what? Well, upkeep some sort of crazy idea like I live in Canada? You make me sound like a crazy person. Who would do that? That would be insane. What what? Now you next you're gonna say I get updates on Nunavutian details on my phone to be sure that I know what's going on in that territory? For the sake of knowledge, to be able to continue to corroborate a story? That would be insane! Anyway. 2 degrees here, but you don't hear me bragging about it. Well, you know. I will still call 8 degrees positively tropical, and it may even more sense now because it's tropical even for you. King, it's like negative 23 in Celsius. What do you mean? Tropical. 8 degrees Fahrenheit is like negative 23 for you. What do you... Tropical? Huh? That territory, right, is looking more and more likely by the day. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I should have found the area code of that photo when I had the dang chance. What can I say? What can I say? That one would have been more misleading. That one was bought for a different purpose. Because it would have connected into Bermuda. It's a long story. But anyway, it was so beautiful. A story no one believes, by the way. You're corroborating this story with a bit only. Oh, we're talking about 8 degrees Celsius. When did that happen? And calling the weather tropical is comparative. Actually, tropical weather is a distinct weather pattern, hence why you can get tropical storms. So the temperatures and the wind force that would occur regarding tropical weather is a set thing. It is not subjective. Tropical is a climate, and that climate exists within certain parameters. Oh my god. You are a crazy person. What do you mean it was a Bermuda area code? What do you want from me? Oh my god. What do you want from me? Listen! If I lived in Nunavut and I got as high as negative degrees, I would call that tropical. Not if you're British. We are deeply sarcastic. God, the British people. Oh my god. You are a crazy person. I cannot believe you exist. Listen, I wish to exist as not existing, you know? Perception is my Vietnam, all right? It's the last thing that I want to ever have happen. I wish to remain faceless forever and ever. Freestyle. Oh yeah, we are subtracting. Okay, good. Round that there. Probably one here, actually. Yeah. Okay, this now makes a little bit more sense, I think. Where here I can now grab this ARG go crazy. What can I say? Listen. I like to keep people guessing. You know, it's vital that nobody ever know anything about me ever. Cause I'm in the witness protection program, baby. That's not true. Imagine though. Can you imagine if I became a streamer while in the witness protection program? They'd be pissed. They'd be like, what are you doing? They'd be so mad, dude. They'd be like, what? No, you can't do that. Hey, this kind of looks like Homer Simpson. That was unintentional. Cool. And this one, it gets like, there will be a gap between the two. This is the sickle wood, which is its own thing. And then this is the Stone Tooth Mountain. Very different places, no? Does Canada have witness protection? I assume. You know? Everywhere does. Is what I assume. Everywhere. I assume everywhere does, you know? And is in the witness protection. Oh, you end up needing protection for the witness protection agents because you pissed off. Hey, listen, little detail. So I've been found out. Turns out I can't do cameos. Can't stay anonymous. Yeah, also I've been live on Twitch every day. Hope that's not a problem. So good. I wonder if anybody has done that. I wonder if there are any streamers. Because it was like, especially in 2020, there was so many faceless streamers. Like, what did witness protection people do in the pandemic? Like, they were already staying inside so much. Like, was it just like, all right, more of the same. Okay, well, you know, this way, Anthony Scaramucci won't find me or whatever, you know? This way, I avoid Johnny Lips, you know? And you don't want to run into Johnny Lips, all right? Listen, you might call him a sweet talker, but boy howdy, he's not the one you want to meet in the cold alley behind the Chili's, all right? Listen, you walking down 51st, you see Johnny Lips, you run the other way. It'll be a problem, all right? Oh my god. What do you mean, what do they do? Same as they always do. That's what I guess what I mean. Are you drawing Among Us? No, I'm not drawing Among Us. Oh my god, this is a grove that exists within it. I'm making a grove. I'm making Grover Cleveland fan art, okay? Listen, leave me alone. Oh, nobody wants to talk about how in the 2024 election, the real casualty is Grover Cleveland. You know? Everybody's like, oh no, look, oh, this is gonna be such a problem. But no, the real problem is for Grover Cleveland. Now he's not special. He's not the only two-term president that had separated terms. That's so messed up. He worked hard at that. And they took it away from him. It wasn't cool. How could they do that? Monsters, the lot of them. Grover Underwood, very different man. Grover Cleveland played President's Ball, which was volleyball, but played with a medicine ball. He was something else. He was, you know, Grover Cleveland was a little wacky, you know, maybe a little wacky. But he meant well. You know? Or that I also need a little, there was a little wheelhouse somewheres that I like. Oh, this one, yes. Nordic. Okay, it's, I'm just gonna place it right there. It's gonna be the Grove, baby. The Grove! I can definitely add some trees. It needs to be real sealed in. It's just like a little place that has some hot springs. You know? They met a druid there. They've been there, so I'm including it. So, what's the reason Corpse Husband isn't around? Yeah. The real reason he's in witness protection, bro. These registrators have tracked me down a line. They're also kind and autistic. They can't be part of the mob, right? That means they're exactly part of the mob. Oh no. How many people can you say that about? He meant well. Certainly not you. That's true. I've never meant well. You've never meant anything at all. You. Oh, I've certainly meant things when I've said them. I just didn't mean well of anybody when I said them, you know? See, and then if I make smaller stamps, I can fill in some of the like little spotty bits. You, right? Yeah. It could set something to like be like on the side of the mountain, you know, it's great. Okay, though. So then, roughly speaking, to follow the map as we had it, you didn't mean well to what? Okay, I meant well to one person. My good wishes were genuine to one person, I suppose. Let me double check. Yeah, so we still have Gorania, Valakia, Emsk, Osterok. Okay, so those are the key ones to add in here. So let's get to adding. What do I want to use for? Probably this little town temple. Almost none of them are city. Maybe I'll make Emsk city. I don't know, but definitely small town. I'd go village farm, but it's definitely more town size than anything. Is that gonna be right? Here, one second. I need to bring up grid tool. Go. Form of grid. Down. Yeah, I can then on one. So if I say each one of these these hexes is a day's worth of travel, it needs to be 8 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's way too close. Let me go back to the grid controls then, so that I could get this to be the right size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite. Not quite. What geological process led to its creation? That lonely mountain. What geological process led to its creation? Magic. This mountain specifically is long and the short of it is mostly some stuff in the Underdark created the above mountain, known as the Glitterheim. And so it just kind of stands lonely. And at the top, you can't see it on this art, obviously. It's the Stone Tooth Mountain because it's got a large crag, a little knob of a rock on top that looks like a big stone tooth, you know? Yeah, below is the Glitterheim, and within that I have set the adventure that I've changed a bunch of, but it is still a lot of the basic adventure of the Forge and the Fury from Tales of the Yawning Portal. It's actually the first time I've ever run anything out of a book. I almost always homebrew everything, but I was like, what the heck? Because I was giving somebody like a first experience, and I was like, I'll do it with a book. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I put it here, that's 8 away from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it's not 8 away from 12. 1, 3, 4, 5. What about here? So that's 8 away from there, but also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of 8 away from both. Kind of. I'd like it to be back about like here-ish. And let me go to the grid settings. Give scale to things basically. Dear God, I went the wrong way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I move here, that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay, perfect. That's where that's going. You should add a singular dune worm on a random tile. I actually do have some stuff like that to add. Yes, at a certain point. Let me turn the grid off. Like up near Prague. I need to change this slightly because basically, like right here, big meteor hit, because that's one of the key things that Prague is still invested in is the meteorite material out of there because magic, big helpful ore for magic specifically, with no name to it yet. I don't know, MacGuffin ore, you know. Nap! That's me! That me! Add an Esker, I don't know what that is. Off the top of my head, I don't got one sweet clue what you're talking about. Go. How does that look on the grid now that I've changed its size slightly? Okay, it's still fit. Good. So that'll be there. Which would mean that, should probably be about like, I feel like the river is running, yeah, it runs too quickly up, too steeply and quickly. I feel like Erengrad is in, not the wrong place, but just, it's very close into all this. But I can't, but this is a good distance, so I don't mind that. I think I'll just move with this thing. This is what's, I think, really throwing. But this should probably be about... there-ish. Emsk should probably be about... there-ish. Alright, then let me go to... Right. One, this can come back a little bit. Like there. I need to move. Banner. There. Text. How do I move the text now? That is a wondrous question. Oh, there we go. Darkarov. Bada bing, bada boom. No, but I mean, like, you shouldn't have a tile that has a Why a landmine? That's crazy. Oh my god. Nap a landmine tile. It's never been done. Unimaginable possibilities, sir. Anything you can dream of. Truly, no one before now has thought of landmine tile. It looks like a river, but instead of an indentation, it is a mound. When glaciers were melting, they melt water flow through subglacial rivers, depositing all the stuff the glacier had collected over time on the riverbed. It built up over time when the glacier finally retreated. Flow stopped, behind. So like a cavern. Just one tile. That is a landmine or a dune worm. These two things are comparable. I believe in the landmine tile. Yeah, investing early in the landmine tile. You know? Oh, yeah. Guys, invest early in landmine tile. I think it's really going places. Okay, yeah, I kind of like that a bit more. Let me. I like that ever just slightly more, yeah. I do need to fix basically all of this. Well, not basically all of it, but like, There we go. That's well, maybe I want this. I like that bend better. Drag again. Yeah, I don't hate that. I like it a bit better, at least. Anything I can dream of? Anything? Hey, man, anything can happen if you let it. There's a song in that somewheres. What from a musical? Towns. They had a whole song and dance number about it. Like anything can happen if you let it. You can move a mountain if you use a larger space. You know, we all know this song. Come on, everybody. Of course, we all know the famous "Anything Can Happen If You Let It." The famous song. Well, join in, everybody. Suddenly, a whole band comes into your room in your house. What if I could do that? What if I could hire? Ah, that'd be great. If I could just like hire a band to show up at your house. Ah, it would make my bits go so much better. You know, I feel it would really sell them. It would really sell the bit if I could just hit you with a solid like, bam, and then the thing's just there, you know. It feels like everything in life would be fixed that way. Probably no, a bit further in from there. Probably like. There. Yeah. What's he saying? I'm saying if I had the ability, I would send I would acquire and send a full-scale band like an orchestra to appear in your homes so that it could make my bits like little comedic bits that I do land a bit better, you know? It would really sell them. It would make them so cool because I'd be able to be like, hey, you see, didn't that really hammer it home, guys? And you'd be like, I guess. Who are these? Like, do I have to clothe and feed these people? What are the logistics of this? And I wouldn't have an answer. I would not be able to help you with that. But it would be funny in the beginning, for me at least. I would have a good time with that. I think I'd get a real kick out of that. You know, I feel as if that would be a great, that'd be a great bit, you know? The orchestra would really say, see, Greg gets, he understands. It would really do in the bit where you'd be like, oh, I understand the reference he's making now because I can hear it in my house. Are we talking about brass band, marching band, what type of, it was a different one, every bit. You would be curious to the funding possibility, like how I would be able to even find in everybody's city. like down to the minutia of like, no, this band specifically only does salsa music. No, you don't. No, you don't understand. They can't do the jazz stuff. No, they do the salsa music. Nothing else. Oh, those guys? Oh, they do Dixieland. Yeah. No blues, just Dixie. These guys, classical, but only Baroque music, okay? Listen, and with the rate they're charging me, I'm going flat Baroque. God, I need help. For the love of God. Oh, no. You know what? I'm having fun. That's the important thing in, right here. I'm enjoying myself. I feel that's what's important. For whatever reason. Oh, sweet Jesus. Let's see. Grasslands. None of these particularly jump out at me. I guess this. If I put this onto like a lower saturation but a larger brush size, like kind of just like spot it in here, darken that area up a little bit. Want it to have a bit of a darker patch behind the actual trees that are there, I feel it'll make them pop a bit more. That is a matter of I gotta actually make it much bigger to then slightly pattern it out beyond just this one forest. So that it doesn't just look crazy. So it's not like, hey, why is that one forest on a darker patch of grass? That's wild. Nice. I think this is going swimmingly. Don't you, Shadows? Do you see the vision now? Does it, like, here, if I pan it all the way, is it starting to align? Do you see how we went from this to this, Is it clicking? I hope so. For the love of God, I hope so. This has been a labor of love, but my God, I'd hope it at least do something like click, be like, oh, I'm starting to see the vision, Nap? Maybe you weren't crazy. Maybe you were onto something. I mean, you might still be a little crazy. I guess this isn't really a reflection of that, but as much as it is more a reflection of whether or not you are seeing through your vision. But hey, you are doing that last bit. I see the vision. I have visions. You're having visions? What kind of vision? Do you foresee my death? Should I be worried? Is an anvil gonna fall? I hope so. Probably a good way to go, Anvil? Of course. Oh, actually, that might be really painful now that I think about it. You know what? I take that back. I don't know if that is a great way to go. I actually almost feel like it isn't. Almost. I'm not certain. There's so many options. No, I see a falling box of subs. Oh my God. Yeah, it just takes me out. Like, it's just like, oh no, Nap, look out! I'm just obliterated by it. Well, there, or I guess right. Let's go. I guess I need to put it down a layer. Yeah. Now let's set this bad boy right there. Cause that's gonna be Black Blood Pass. And that's gonna be what do you call it? What was that? Fort Stragov? Is that what's up there? Yeah, Fort Stragov. Yeah. One of the more northern forts. Yippee yahoo! Okay. Wonder if I almost want to curl that in and curl that, or curl this back and then in and then curl that back out. In 1 second. I feel like I keep messing with these rivers specifically for whatever reason. Like I'm just like, no, not good enough. No. Rack. That oh Lord, he's messing with the rivers again. Yo, whip Aldo. How you doing, King? How's life? How's the wife? How's the kids? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Hope life's treating you well. Frogs too much to the left. Actually, maybe frogs should be like here. I should redo all those. of feels that way. Yeah, let's try that. Why not? You know. So that's a fortified city. See, you can see why I'm definitely happy that I went with this like 5 anchoring cities bit, because it definitely makes things feel more like, oh, okay, good. I'm actually able to anchor these cities in a way that makes sense. And not have to worry about, like, before I add in all the minutia of like little tiny towns and stuff like that. Like, this area was already pretty built out. Prague's not on the map for what I had, so it's more of a like, oh, is that a good place for that, or is it not? It's all about the vibe, see. Because none of it's really, I mean, you want it to make sense, I think, when you're doing any sort of fantasy, like, world building and stuff like that. Like, you know, Prague needs a lot of work. Like, Prague needs to have the meteorite next to it, I feel, at least, and some other mining stuff near it. Because it's like, okay, well, why is there a city there? Like, it's not just, like, people don't just make shit. There has to be something good to be there, because it's so far north, and it almost never thaws, that it's like, okay, well, where are they getting the food from? Like, what's the food situation of this way, like, back? You know? So that's the kind of thing that I always feel like I keep in mind when I build out these kind of areas, just because it feels pretty important to doing so. All right, we're gonna get this one out fully. And then it's a correction. If I make this way, actually, make it like there's a main line up to there. And then connect those. Yeah, maybe. No, not quite. I like the general idea of that, actually. I do think that's a good way to have the river bend. It moves the river farther over in like a relatively natural way, you know? Where it's like, oh, it comes from over that way, and then also curls down that way. Curls down that way, and then I gotta add that bit. Feel like a little island. I'm good. It's been pretty good. Finally, I have a computer for a bit, even if it's just for school. Yo, sick, dude. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Hopefully, glad to hear the new year sounds like it's on to a good start. Prime not working. No, what's happening? We're doing some map making for a D&D world that I'm running. That I was like, I need to make this map anyway. Maybe there'd be people in chat who'd be interested to see me do it. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Like, I wasn't really sure if this stream would work out, if that makes sense. Because I was like, I don't know if this is that engaging or like interesting to anybody else as it is to me. It's like I know that I like it. Oh, that girl too straight. That went too straight. I need this to have more bend to it, more personality. If the river's too straight, it has no personality. Its face, no, like, because rivers don't work like that, you know. They if it's too straight, then it's like, okay, well, you've not faced any issues along the way. You haven't had to like bend around some sort of rock formation or anything, and that's silly. Of course you have. There's no way you haven't, you know. I actually wonder, you know what? Maybe I want to curl it down and then up. Yeah. Right, come down. And then almost immediately up. That worked. Nice. Look at nice. Yo, thanks. Gay river? What do you? Oh, because it's not straight. Okay. You know what? I just look over to Gay River. Oh my god. Face, you're not wrong, you know. You know, it's just that how it be sometimes. I wonder if maybe if I did that, and then what if we got crazy? What if we? I say get crazy like we haven't redrawn this one entrance into the region, like this one waterway 1,000 times now. Guys, let's get crazy. What if we remade the waterway that I've been messing around with, like, all stream just one more time? Wouldn't that be crazy, chatters? Oh no. I almost feel like it should be there. Like I almost. Oh. I add the inlay like that. I've just been game hopping all stream with you as my podcast. I'm playing Fortnite Miku for you. Let's go. W, are you getting Victory Royale? Listen to this while I write my D&D character's diary. That's bait. That's bait. This is the perfect stream. I should have put on scribe music. I'm a fool. So I have no clue why the message doesn't appear on my VCU. Who cares? Thank you for 27 months. Yo. I hope this year is better than the last one. For everyone, a wonderful day. Yo. Thanks so much for playing. I hope you do as well, King. I'd play Fortnite for Miku if I could. This is where I'd put my trophy. If I had one! It's just not mathing right, you know? It's maybe. Think about do. That and I just ignore this back for now. We're just gonna do that. That's not really what I wanted to do. Add Hoggers.
Hello, is it working?
Oh
Can
my
anyone
God,
hear
we're
me?
black.
27 months.
Let's go 27 months, baby! Yo! It worked! It's alive! It's alive! Oh my god. Thanks so much, King! Oh my god. It's so kind of you. 27 months is great. Over 2 years. Time flies. I tried to whistle and it didn't really work for a second. I was concerned. I thought I lost my whistle. A death blow in this industry, you know? Truly the worst possible thing that could happen to anybody ever. Losing your whistle. That is not what I wanted to have happen. I wanted that and then that. So I can brush type bigger. Shroud, nothing without his whistle, you know? Famously. He needs it to survive. Or the whole thing doesn't work, you know? Put that there, then we'll continue this just slightly down to there. I actually like slice that. Kind of. I don't hate this island, actually. Wait a second. I almost like having that there. Huh. That could be useful. It's not on the current map. I'm gonna leave that there. I'm just gonna leave that there for a little bit while I work, because maybe I like that. Maybe I don't mind that thing existing, you know? No. A little bit. And then we take it into a much smaller river. Then continue on. Wait, no, that went up too quickly. It needs to go down and then up. Then meet up to there. Okay, okay. And then if I then move Aaron grade text to like here, and then I come to here and I go fortified town. And then I pick up the banner. Disconcerting how long I have been here, dang. How do you think I feel? I've been streaming for 4 years now. What, if it's concerning for you, what does that mean for me? that makes it feel, that means I'm way worse. My alarming character is asked by his handler to provide signed recounts of his quest to prove he's earned his freedom. So that's gonna be, I'm gonna write my alarming character notes. Yo, sick. You guys have been here for so long. Yeah, I know, right? What a bunch of what idiots. Imagine being here that long. That would be crazy. I can't believe I just refitted all that to fix rivers in the... Map making drives me crazy for that reason. Like, in a good way, where I'm like, man, I just did all that just so that I could fix the rivers upstream. Like, not even, like, I wasn't even like, ah, yeah, these rivers are the problem, you know? It was literally just like, nah, the river that was a problem was like upstream, and I needed to fix that. Oh my god. This is why artists go mad. Again, not in a way that like I'm like I am just like an artist. Just in the way of like, man, I could just imagine after to be like, okay, now that I've redone all of this like undertone and shading, I can now finally fix the eyebrow I wanted to fix. It's like, what did that have to do with anything? So yeah, that's some better curvature at least. Okay, so then there's those. Okay. Once more with feeling, you know? Really long one. There we go. There we go. I'm liking that. I'm digging that. That's not bad. Wait a second. Hold on a minute. See, because now that I've added a few more splits there, it feels like it kind of almost makes more sense, you know? Not enough splits. Yes. Because then that's 4. And then this doesn't feel quite as crazy, I feel like. To make me there. Because remember, the reason, like, I'm thinking if this is the Lynx River, and then it's called the Cat's Claw up here, is because it's these 4 front ones, and then this back, like, because cats have like a rear claw, you know? Yeah, it's like that. How do we get onto eyebrow? No, I'm referencing me in art where it's like, I feel like I both watching my friends do it. Like, I watched one of my friends be like, oh my god, the eyebrows wrong on they were doing like a clay sculpture, and they said the eyebrows wrong, and they started then working on like the clavicle neck area. I was like, what does that got to do with the eyebrow? They were like, listen, it's connected in my mind, okay? In my mind, this needs to be fixed to even begin to address the eyebrow. I was like, all right, sure, man, fix the like clavicle into the jaw to fix an eyebrow, as you do. I was like, now I get it. I had a ham and chicken in the fridge for 2 weeks and I barely touched it all. I eat the croissant. I completely forgot the chicken I bought. Whoopsie! Oh, hey, it's, you know, it's a rite of passage, I feel like. I think that happens to everybody at some point. It's you know, it's the will of all being. Okay, I kind of like this. This is in a good place. This is... Maybe Emps needs to move a little bit. Down. This one is empty. Maybe this can, like... here. Maybe Valakia. Like... here-ish. See, this is the only town they've been in, so this being the 8 days away from these 2 things has been like, okay, I need to get that right. Because I'm like, okay, that, like, again, let me show you the which is don't get me wrong, is not well drawn, but like, this is the drawing that I did originally for them, where I was like, okay, this is how it's all connected, but all I measured was Gorania to the stone. And I was like, that is, because if you can see down in the bottom right corner, I'm kind of over top of it. Each one of those things, basically I have a ruler, so it was like an 1 inch equals basically a day's worth of travel. It equals 1 inch is 30 miles. So it's like 30 miles. You can travel up to about 30 miles at a good pace a day in D&D. And so I was like, okay, I measured that bit. That's solid. So this little place here, this one I needed to make sure actually was where I needed it to be. The rest, all up to me now, baby. You know, I'm gonna try to keep it in tune with the ideas that I'd expressed, but because I like the idea of Emsk. This is kind of the most farthest up though, so I'm not sure if I want, like, I like Emsk there, but this being like the farthest this way to the west is kind of like Gorania's claim to fame. But then again, this is down south, so it's like farthest northwest, I guess, is what Gorania is. It's the like most pushed into troll country, in the Reclamation, which was a century back now. I've figured too much lore out for this world that's never gonna come to like never gonna be important. Like, it's called Gorania, or Gorania, because Goran is the boyar mayor of the place, and his name's Goran because his dad's name's Goran, and his grandfather, who actually was was Goran, the remaker or the reclaimer, who led the like reclamation to this region. It's like a whole thing that I'm like, why do I know this? It's such useless. I'm just click clacking little trains together, you know? I'm Gomez Adams with his trains. I'm like, yeah, and then these are connected. Yeah, jazzy. Oh god, it's just how it is. Yeah, you're not wrong. It really is. You're like, everything just spins out, and you're like, okay, I guess so. This is what we've decided now, I guess. Speaking of, Tarkov probably should be back down to here. Or like right there. I'll talk that in a little bit. Right around over here. He's going to be pretty sizable way in. A fairly large lake. Cause that seems fun. And I like the idea. I like the idea of it. Oh, good heavens. Yeah, we'll leave it. Maybe slightly smaller. Island in the middle. Then we'll have right next to this Alvia, right? Zavra, that's what I named this town, which is actually in the Central Oblast. Yes, of course, we all know Zavra. At least in my D&D party, we went to the library to do research to find stuff out and give our DM a chance to lore dump. Oh, lore dump, my beloved. The greatest day to any DM. Is lore dump day? Oh my god. No, yeah, 46. Right, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Little small forest over here too. I'm not sure what I'll put in it, but I wanted to leave a forest there. I'll probably leave some ruins in there, you know? Little ruins. They fix everything. When in doubt in D&D, slap some ruins down. Nothing wrong with that. Who doesn't love a good ruin to explore, you know? Really spices up the day. Really adds something to your biscotti, you know? Oh man, I'd kill somebody with biscotti right now, actually. Jeez. Oh, little biscotti was a little stash. Ah, wunderbar. Truly a delight. Nothing better. Actually, you know what? I will slap a ruin down onto there. Ruin. Big ruin, small ruin. Let's do. Yeah, these kind of ruins. Yeah. Yeah, a little smaller. I want it to be a slightly smaller. Yeah. Slightly smaller. There we go. You really have to zoom in to see it, but it's there. It's there, and I know it's there. Because here's the thing, Jadis. Once I have this thing done, I can then put it into the Legend Keeper, which was where we do our other world building in. I'll be doing this off stream, and then I will load every little chunk of lore I've developed into that thing. Which, I mean, you know, is probably less interesting, so we'll do that off stream. This feels more of like something to actually view. So I was like, oh, well, you know, why not? I need to fix the textures bleed between these, but I'll do that in like a second. Oh yeah, up in the Black Blood Pass is also. No, I don't need to put anything down there for that. I was gonna say this fort, Ostorok? Is that what's up there? Stragov. Fort Stragov is also like where the deep freeze is, because I love ice puns because it's an ice-based nation, and that's the big bad prison. Yeah! Tower of London, more like the deep freeze. Get in there. You're chopping ice, baby. And at least you have a stream of neurodivergent chatters begging for that. Exactly. Oh, my crater. I can add a crater now. Yippee yahoo. This much bigger. Big. Well, actually, do I want it there? That's a little too close. Let's put it like there. And then what I think is actually going to be a better idea, I get out of that, if I go to the Dwarven settlement, I think I'll actually, yeah. Green, I like these ones. They're a bit more vibrant. Make them a little bit bigger, and then I'm gonna. Oh wait, need to go up a layer. Because that's what that crater's all about. I'll clean it up later, but that is what it's all. Yeah, it's got the valuable space stone, baby. My Duolingo string is preserved for another day. Well, la-ti-da, we can't. I lost mine and I'm still devastated. It was unfair. It was a travesty. Christmas obliterated me. I was too busy. How dare they? I actually do like the C there. I think I'm gonna get rid of it up here though. I don't think I need this C connection. Because I think I want this to continue on into the mountain. So I'm actually gonna do this. The baseline is just green, and then I'm gonna then add snow back onto the. Oh no, it can full saturation. Snow back on this. And then what I'm thinking, add some very light kind of blues into this snow because it's cold. Speaking of, actually, there is ice and snow. No. In the ice, might be. Maybe in the fantasy ice and snow. Where is it? Oh, you know, I guess it is. It must be in the main. Does this work? Let me up it. Let me undo that. If I just kind of pepper it around, then it's a bit more. Maybe a little less saturation. Then it kind of adds the snowy feature in, but over top of the gray stone, so that I think that bleeds a little nicer, you know? I like that. I like that a little bit better. It's not like as harsh of a transition now. I'll still need to touch it up, but it's a little better. Well, sucks to be you, Nab. I'm on $4.95, huh? No, please. Not $4.95 in Duolingo, no! This is monstrous. This is tormenting. How could you? After all that I've done, after all that I've sacrificed. Lame. Me personally, you know, I'm just not that, you know, I'm just so devil may care about it, you know, you know, it's whatever, I guess, you know. This is what I was looking for. Eh. I like the idea that those formed up there. I don't know if that geologically makes sense, but I like the idea. I'm gonna add some blue tint. That kind of adds something to the whole thing. Actually, if I the advanced setting, I wonder. Where's the most blue of it? That. Add in some of that. Yeah, and then spread that in and around it. I wish I did this before I added just the gray ones, but that's a good blend between these two mountain ranges, I feel like. A different style of mountains. I'll probably change a good bit of it as I go, because I think I want a path to go through there, but it's a cool craggle feature at the top of the world there. And then we make... some of those. Yes! Perfect. Perfect! Exactly what I always wanted. I click save just so that it actually doesn't totally lose this map ever. It's gonna take a hot second, but you know. Saving. There we go. Ice spike biome, precisely. The Minecraft lore never ends. On account of the fact that I won't let it in. But shh, they don't need to know that. They don't need to know that. And yeah, it blends well between those. Depth there, and then also gotta kind of blend both that way, so that it's not as harsh of a transition from that end. I could probably add. Oh wait, no, that was one. I could probably add some more stone to this end of it. We're at now. Okay, doing pretty good. I think this section's good enough that I can now. Do I like exactly where all those are? Yeah, I want. Garania should be really far away from things. I think I will move Balayage ever so slightly closer and more to here. But other than that, I do like where all of that is, I think. Sure, why not? All right, now let's yeah, now we're getting into the serious business of it all, you know? And by serious business of it all, I mean dirt pathways. No, what, huh? Red, no. Foliage, human gentleman, no. None of this is what I need. Just dirt. I just need dirt, little dirt lines. Recently used. Telling me what type it is? I don't really want it to be, oh. How do I... Blend mode is normal. I like it to be a normal line, though. not a dotted line is kind of a problem. Nodes, portals, catalog, range, not really what I need. I don't catalog side of things. Ah, there we go. There it. I knew it was somewheres. I was like, I know there is something somewheres to let me change it to just be basic line. So, in fact, this is what I wanted, not the other one, now that I think about it. But shh, it's fine. It's fine. This is, I knew what I was doing. That was a test. That was a test for all of you who have not used this program before, you know? Mind you, I've only used this program literally once before this stream, and that was it. Okay. Okay. Tell me about the strays from Minecraft. I mean, they're super sick. They distinctly have a diamond necklace on, which I always found to be like really interesting because I'm like, what do you mean they have a diamond necklace on? Who gave them that? Who gave them diamond? And why? You know? I love the idea of them having diamond. It's just such a funny concept. Additionally, it's like, why do they drop specific magic arrows? I always thought that was cool. They made some recent changes that I'm actually not too pleased with. I'm gonna fade that a little bit because less people travel this way. Yeah, they made some recent changes to strays, I'm for sure. Which I was like, oh, they kind of removed some of the magic of the whole thing, I feel like, but all right, you know? A little lame, but alas. So I always thought they were like really cool for the fact that they were so both distinctive in like their drops and their look, but also it's like they were them and drowned were the only two like types that you could make, which was very interesting as well. It was like they were made from the frost, and when you have the ice spikes in the way that you do, it's like, oh, was that like a thing that happened? Did something occur to like cause the strays to be that way? Oh, that's too close. Okay, there we go. And this one is a farther line to get up here. That's only because also it's off. Go. Get it thin a little bit. Aha! Genius, Snap. Genius. No one's ever even considered. Do I want it to come up here? I might actually want it to come up there now that I think about it. Still genius, but genius, you know, with a little extra wait time and panache. And if I add a bridge, what? Oh, there we go. Ah. Yeah, there we go. And then like stick. There we go. That, and then I need the there's another one that I like. Yeah, this one, which if I flip horizontal will work quite well for there. I need to go down lightly to then fit there as a little watch mark between. Nice. What's your favorite mob based on visual design alone? I mean, the Creeper's iconic, but it's got to be the Warden, man. I mean, the Warden in every way is my favorite mob. I think its aesthetic is amazing. I think the visual design of it's really cool. Right down to like the maneuverability it uses, even despite having like the blocky form. It's like the way that it pulls itself up and out of the ground. Like, always the Warden. Never not the Warden is hands down forever and always like my favorite mob. That like it's so sick. It's so So if I asked about the mechanics, it would be Warden 2 and in Premise as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, mechanically the Warden's the most interesting. Like the way that it relies on time. I mean, I guess Blaze is kind of up there for its mechanics, only for the sheer fact that it's like, what do you mean it sees the players through walls? You know what I mean? Like the Blaze mechanics are cool more because it's like, wait, that's actually really interesting. It's very distinct mechanically, in the ways that it holds its fire before, like it has 3 charges and it will know if you are behind a wall or not based on heat and heat signatures that it looks at of the player. And then with that, it then will hold, like it'll fire maybe one of the 3 in the volley, but hold back the last 2, you know? Are evilly smart. I know, right? They're so cool. But, so like Blaze are up there for that reason. They don't need to be that good. But it's cool that they are because they're elementals, and that's a very fun, like the fact that they are an elemental at all is cool. I love that. I'm like, wait, really? They're so sick. Actually, I'm back here and then back. That's way too great of a line. It's too jagged. Oh my god, I'm free. Stray. It's this thing of like, oh, you just gotta let your hand. I mean, part of it is also because I'm using a mouse, I know, but it's like, it's such a weird thing to be like, oh, even though it's like minutely different, it's like, yeah, but it's gotta look like it was always meant to have been there. Like of course there is a river there, you know what I mean? It's like the natural flow of water went that way. What about smashability? Which mob is the most smashable? I mean, the Breeze is the one you get the mace to use against first, so I guess that, because that's the only one, that's the only weapon that really has like a smash quality around it. Like axes, I guess you could say an axe smash, but it's more of a cut downwards rather than like a full-on like hit to like smush something. Swords are a sweeping edge, so it's like that's not really. So like the one mob that you like actually would fight with the mace when you first get it is the Breeze. So I guess that one's the one that like seems the most easily like caved in by a mace, you know. Warden can take a real hit. Yeah, but it's not about whether or not they can take a hit. I mean, you know, it's probably about when you get the mace. That goes right there. Oh, well, maybe it doesn't. Maybe add back it, and maybe it curls. Never. Yeah, I like that. I like having a bit of a ledge there. I think that looks a little cleaner. Whoa. And then that now makes a good place for a secondary bridge. Down. Oh, it got really straight at one point. I don't love it, but I don't love that one really straight mark, but that's fine. Probably as good as it's gonna get. Vertically. That looks stupid flipped vertically. There we go. That's, well, no, that needs to be back behind it. Eh. Perfect. They can, which Minecraft mod? Jesus Christ. King, none of them, they're pixels. You know? Not really what I go in for, you know? Not really in my wheelhouse, as it were. Wrong answer! Oh my god. If you had to pick one, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Wouldn't you like to know? And yet I remain ever unknown. None of you will ever be able to guess it because I'll never give you the information. And therefore, when I play other specific video games, you will never know if I am going after my type or what I think that the chat wants. Just as God intended. I got so straight at the end, oh no. It was looking like such a good road. Once again, right at the end. What if I come down from? No. No. Okay, well, I guess I need to bring the banner forward. Banner. This needs to go to layer 2. Perfect. Piglin Brute is crazy. That's crazy. As just like a like. Hey man, what can I say? Also, MJ, what do you mean wrong answer? By the way, circling back to that for a second. Oh, wait a second. Now hold on, just a second here. Something seems awry, you know. I don't know what's all being said, you know. Wrong answer. None of them being the wrong answer is such a unhinged statement. Wrong answer, Nip. You're a fool. Do all that. And then we gotta come back here with it, edit some little hills to go around it, these smaller. And then tree. Need to go. There we go. Finish my diary entry for this week. One of our PCs died. Oh, dang. Wait, oh my god. That sucks, dude. Any chance of revivification? Or any other such magic that can, potentially heal? Hopefully, otherwise, that's rough. Hopefully they went out like a boss, you know? Player death is never super fun. None of us know any necromancy spells. Yeah, but are you gonna go find the cleric? Are you gonna be like, yeah, I guess we could go try to find one? Unless it's like just not that kind of world. Some DMs have it where they're like, no, this world's very low. Like almost nobody would know the revivify spell, you know what I mean? You'd need to know like the preeminent cleric of such and such to be able to do anything like that. And you don't. He was our cleric. Yeah, that doesn't mean there's not other clerics in the world. I meant go find one like this. Probably one somewhere where you could be like, hey, our friend died. Any chance you have the ability to revive him? If so, what do you want? What do you want? We'll do it. You want us to go bust up town next door? We'll do it. I know I'm being silly. Fair enough. It's post-apocalypse. Oh, probably less chance. Not nearly as likely. It seems not nearly as likely that you'd find a cleric when it's post-apocalyptic. So, you know, because Yasena and I were desperately trying to keep him alive for as long as possible. So many spell slots. No! It's so rough. Also, he didn't want to change characters anyway. Oh, well, that's you know, that softens the blow of that, you know? When it's like, yeah, but you know, they were kind of done with what they were doing anyway. It's like, all right, well, that's less of it. Then it's like, oh, well, here's a great way to end your character's story then. No. What a very small little village there, I think. Farm village. It is very small. Very small. They're gonna be relatively unimportant, but they're around a feature, so somebody might be like, "Hey, I want to see that. What's in there?" You know, as you do. But I did not solve the blow of my diary. Oh, totally fair. Just because I know the character's still with us doesn't mean Giant knows. Yeah, absolutely. Was he a cleric? He's a paladin. He sold his soul to Asmodeus, so he now joined Asmodeus after death. Ooh! Ooh! Rough! Forevermore. Oh, God. That's, you know, of all the ones to sell yourself to, not the nicest of guys. Not gonna lie. Kind of a bit of a jerk. No, you know what? Actually, that. Okay, come here. I'm gonna look for shitty. Where? Where is it? Where is it now? Main. Clear it. Baby bumper. Yeah, probably this one, I guess. This one's gonna be a much bigger than a town kind of thing. Not a full-fledged like island city, but one of the bigger ones that exist. And right on there, and then cross it there, and That's not what I wanted at all. There we go. That's more like what I was envisioning. And move it down a layer. Then this one. Okay, there we go. Exit that. Okay, there we go. I was like, why is it acting like this? Down a layer. Perfect. Pause time to make the deal so none of us could intervene and explain that I was gonna be fine. Whose papers it is? I just wanted this guy make the worst decision in his life and not being able to say a thing. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah, that's rough. Man. Yeah, a situation like that, man, would be absolutely brutal. I mean, great character moments. Oh. Ew. Little less. Oh. I guess this area. A little bit. And jump down this gale a little bit again as well. Not that far down. Yes, this area seems a little too cold still. It should just be kind of transitioning out of it around here. And is breeze to go along with. Who doesn't love some hills with trees? Adds a little je ne sais quoi, you know? And I'm going to add a fairly light path. Not that straight, dear lord, not that straight. Nobody's really traveling this road. The path exists, but it's so ill-traveled that I'm like, yeah. I mean, it exists, but nobody's really taking it. Yeah, I like that a bit better. That way, like that. We'll send this down this way as well. A little too straight once again. Wop, 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 wop. Because, yeah, the main goal of this area is to really just be the beginning of the transition into the northern area where there's not really anything going on. Nobody wants to be out this way, but you know, people crop up. You get small little farm areas like that. Perfect. The southern region's at least really coming along. I mean, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's actually getting like a decent, for lack of a better word, kind of haze around it. Yeah, it's gonna dirty this area up a little bit. I'll add some further stone down into this texturing. Not that there's a lot, but it's kind of a consistent hole. I feel like is just stone moving down. I need to go to bed now. Good night, Nap. Good night, Jack. Good night, man. Sleep well, King. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Hope with these big bog. Have a great weekend and best of luck to your friend's new character. My God. Hopefully they live a lot longer. Okay, let's. I think one of the next things we'll add, which is one of the fun things, is going to be the Glacial Keep. Because it's one of my favorite areas because it's got the Ice Witch. It's the home of the Ice Witches. And I really like them. I think they're very cool. I got to really like read into like the lore behind a lot of the Kevin Roos kind of like Ice Witch type deals, which was really interesting to like get a chance to read up on. Put it right there. Grab it. Because they have like such an interesting history of like covens and stuff like that, like changing, like as this sort of like changing religion as the orthodoxy kind of came into that area, both in like in real life, I mean, and it's this really interesting like rollback of like various different traditions that existed that still to some extent persist to this day because they stayed alive amongst serfs, which is very interesting, like how long those traditions went on beyond the actual like dominance of a new, more sort of like a mega religion. You know what I mean? Oh, Jake, right? Back one, no. Okay, all right, perfect. But the cool bit is, I think, that I'm gonna add a good bit of actual, like, kind of icy texture surrounding it. No, that one. Not a one. There we go. Because it makes it look more like it's just like surrounded by big pillars of rock ice around it. Which I like for a visual at the very least. Because all the ice witches train there, and that makes this place cool to me. Not cool like in a what do you call it? Yeah, no, I mean that was technically a pun, but not an intentional one. There we go. That's gonna be kind of their little region, which connects them a lot to Prague. Prague is one of the more magic-oriented cities, for lack of a better word. We should add some snowy trees in there, I think. Because trees just brighten up an area. They do a lot for they're very good at doing a lot for just ever so small amounts. Never underestimate the benefits of like some solid trees, you know? They really bring together the map, I feel, quite often. Whenever I see, like, whenever a map feels very flat, I find if I just add in some extra texturing, like, via trees, I tend to get pretty decent results out of it. Like, good bang for your buck, you know what I mean? That kind of makes sense, that surrounding this important area, they would also have maintained forests, you know? They're conscientious. Somewhat. At least I like to think so. Because that's kind of their mandate for the most part. Their mandate is to, maintain the balance with nature to some extent, but mostly to keep the ultimate, like the crone happy. Who's like, maiden, mother, and crone kind of thing is they're all witchy, is sort of their shtick. I'm gonna blend this way, I think, hopefully, where this can then turn do. Yo, Tyler Aldo. A more greened snowy forest as it goes. How was the hike? The hike, King, was stellar. Truly, you know, you should have been there. Never before have I hiked so well as I did. What, half a year ago now, at least? But hey, I'm glad you remember. Kind of, you know. You watched Severance yet? Might as well. I mean, I saw videos of the people from Severance doing a thing in Grand Central Station. It was crazy. They the actors were like physically there doing like a bit, you know. They were like actively in a glass box performing. So that was really cool. I saw a video online. And I was like, dang, dude, that's crazy. But no, I've not actually. I've never really seen any of Severance. It's been on like a watch list for me for a long time of like, ooh, I've heard really good things about this. But I've only actually seen clips. All clips that made me be like, oh, this is gonna be like one of those like sick shows. You know what I mean? But I've never actually gotten around to watching it. Yo, Chicken! I am alive! Yo. Sick, dude. How you been? Long time no see. How's life? How's the wife? How's the kid? Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Hope life's treating you well. The new year's off to a good start. Yeah, I think that translates. You know, the your lady. Oh my god. So true. So true. It is how it is. Yeah, that's a solid. Today we're making a map. We're making a big D&D map. This is the Kingdom of Tarkarov, because I like I forgot about Tarkov as the game when I made it. Dang, that's rough. That's rough. You know, that's a rough hand to be dealt. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, man, they really misspelled the word ladies, huh? They added like an I at the front of it. I was like totally like, I guess I just won't say anything. Little did I know. Little did I know. Ah, well, you can't win them all. Make sure to buy Batgirl 4th out February. So true, King. My deepest desire. You knew it. You knew it like that, just instantly. To hear about Batgirl. To hear all there was to know. Nah, you have to buy Batgirl. I'm thinking of a road that'll connect here to here. This is gonna be a very thin path. I'm even gonna change the hue, I think, to just being like barely like a light gray. This will really be. Oh, that barely shows up. Oh, there we go. That's something. Let's change it down slightly. There we go. We'll lower the saturation on that slightly. Back here and continue along. So it comes up and kind of around here. And by that point, it's gonna be really faded, but barely there. There you go. Perfect. The only company that can take my money is no one. Oh my god. We need turnip fields. Oh my god. Yeah, do we need those? Yeah. We need turnip fields? Right. Dios mío. Who the heck? Oh, it was a spam call. My phone started buzzing. I was like, excuse me? You're not meant to ever do that. What, nobody calls. What do you mean? Okay, so that's... Yeah, sir. This serfs. Oh my god. Yeah, they're forced to gather turnip for the machine. They keep the machine churning, you know, and they're happy about it. It pleases them. They like the hard manual labor. Okay, don't let them convince you otherwise. That was me. It really wasn't, but alright. I know who it was. I have the company name right on my phone. I don't think you suddenly bought into being a megacorp, but maybe you did. Maybe. Who's to say? There, we're gonna need to up saturation a good bit. That extent, and we're going down a little, down a few layers. There we go. That at least kind of has the path there. Goes through there for us to get there. But then I will also have a path splits. Go. That's a little too straight. Let's fork in the road it here because you try to probably avoid the forest as best you can. Yeah, that kind of works. I am the CEO of Amazon. Oh my god. Truly, honest and real? Real and true, you are the CEO of Amazon? My god, that's wondrous news. I've been waiting for a package. Do you know if that's gonna like show up anytime soon? Or has anybody mentioned? Alright. Goes right there. Then we need a little bridge to cross. Flip the bridge. Have a goal. Tower. No. Not flip. They just orient properly. And these can go up a layer. Perfect. And then back to the roads, baby. Nope, they went up a little too bit. I actually kind of want this to cross like right there, just so that I can double bridge it, you know. Bridge to there, and do no momento, a bridge to there. Translate. Perfect. I actually, you know what? Maybe I want to move that other bridge. I don't know how I feel about that being just there, you know? I'm delivering lower now? No! No, please! I need it! This package is vital, what do you mean? It's my copy of Batgirl! How could you keep this away from me? No! You're a monster. You're a total and complete monster, you know that? I can't believe you would deprive a man of Batgirl in such a trying time as this. What did I ever do? Huh? What did I ever do? Then I guess we flip it. Yeah. It kind of works. Up a layer, kind of, sort of, not really, but it works for the purposes of this. Give him head 99. Gonna go now by Nintendo Alarmo, but I only care about Switch 2. Wait, no. For the love of God, no, not Alarmo. Don't make me buy Alarmo. Two villages are both farms just there for prog. Nothing really else. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Generally speaking. I like the world writ large. It's come together in general. I think it's like there's just a lot of big open spaces still, which are only ever so slightly alarming. But it is coming together. Weirdly enough, I've done more around Prague than I thought I would. I'm thinking that I'm probably going to add in maybe some additional areas into the south. That would make sense, I think. I feel like I want to move this thing. You know what? I'm gonna move. Well, see, I don't hate where Targarov is. It's actually in a pretty decent place. I am definitely gonna move. That's not. That is Bratzval. My mistake. Fortified. I'm gonna move it down to like here-ish. Yeah, there it. Yeah. Because I am going to actually change this back to a dash, and then I'm going to make it a kind of maroon color, maybe ish. The goal is that this kind of be the cutoff into the Empire of Man. Oh, see, that's a little too short. I want the Empire of Man to kind of be able to up to here. Have some steep fall off around there. Like, yeah, sure. No, that's still not quite lining up. I never thought it'd be this hard to draw a line. You know, despite all the different political things that I've read into, I'm like, how hard can it be to draw a border on a page? You know, apparently more difficult than I want to give it credit for. I don't love it, but yeah, that's half decent. Back here, I can grab this then, and then pull it back about. Not too close, but not too far. That's decent. Like, that's a good way away from the actual capital. Decent way from Aaron Ground. A decent way. Yeah, that's decently away from everything, you know? Run by Tom Nook? Why Tom Nook? What's he got to do with any of this? That monster. That absolute fiend. Oh, don't remind me of Tom Nook. He stole everything from me. I tried so hard. There we go. We're actually gonna bring this probably to like here so that I can put some more mountains down. Because I actually want that to be blocking basically the entrance to a mountain pass that goes beyond the actual scope of Targarov. It's like the final step before you leave Targarov, I guess. Yeah, let's go. Bring those up there. scale slightly, just like goes like that. Just some little pockets so that I can actually put some towns in. I think that'll make sense. Once I get some more forest stuff going on down here, it'll be a bit more sense. Like, yeah, that's decent. That's decent, especially once I actually because what I'm thinking around like big-ish forest there that has like a path through it to get into there. This will be forest down here as well. But I do actually like the idea of, let me add in some hills first. If I add in some hills, then I think it'll really come together of what I'm trying to get at. But scale down a little bigger than I want. This kind of like hilly impasse in here, which then gives it a bit of a protected nature about it, so that I can actually add in, I think it was under Elvid. Yes, this right here, which will be one of the retreat homes of the royal family for this area. I think that's kind of cool. But do I like that better or do I like this better? It's more simplistic and blue and white that way. I think I'll keep it that way. The important thing with this is that it's meant to be very hidden away. So even though there is the actual path that most people would follow to get to like other places in here, they don't want the peasantry around them. This is a secluded area. Don't come into their forest. They'll kill you, you know? Don't hunt on their grounds. It's their right, you know? It's their divine right to rule. Don't worry about it. It's just a little silly bit of a divine right. It's fine. There's nothing to worry about. Okay, there might be something to worry about, but listen. If you're good, they'll be nice. You know. It's your fault. Really, it's your fault if you get caught in their woods unbeknownst to yourself, and then you should be put to death. That's on you, though. You know. But the also, I think it would make sense for them to also have one of the forts nearby. Both for the sake of like, hey, that's protective in nature. But also it's defensible that way, you know? These two things are both defended by the same fort. But do I want it? I feel like right there almost. Where it's kind of like off to the side of whatever path would go into there, but it's nearby. It's between the two. You know, it's a good spot to be, I feel. And then some forest. This should actually honestly begin to turn into some of the other forest foliage that there is, which is more baseline trees down around here, because that should start to crop in, because you're really starting to get south now, where, you know, it's not always a brutal winter. But hey, that's Tarkarov for you, baby. You know, that's life. That's Tarkarov way, you know? They like it like that. It's their favorite thing. And by that I mean cold, brutal, unforgiving winter. One thing I will also add, actually, is one of the Empire capitals. So it is pretty close to that border. One of the ones that actually has a decent relationship with them. Yeah. But it's basically off the map, I think. We'll put it up. Yeah, we'll put it like. And then put it top layer. As well, so that they still have their own little thing going on. They also don't want to be over. It's just a good regional area. See, a good trade can exist between these. They're big, powerful cities. Why would you not want your capital? You know? It's a prosperous area, so it became a capital. Why not? Yeah, I think that for the most part, at the very least. And then still stay. Have a good bit of pinery up above it, just because it's not fully transitioned. And I think pine forests are usually quite big. I'm not like intimately familiar with the study of the tree. What is that? Not herbology, arbory. Would it be? Because Arbor Day is like, say, yay trees, isn't it? No, probably something like that. There is a term for it when you're like super into trees. I'm just entirely blanking on what it is. Let's see where the ruins are. I am going one there, and I'm going down a layer. And then with that one, I'm actually up a layer. That is those hills. There. Perfect! Fortnite Battle Pass! I just something. Do you like Fortnite? It's nighttime. Oh, God. What a time to be alive. This one's gonna go like almost straight down through, like a real hard line down at this little forest area. In this kingdom down here. Saturation can go up a lot. Down south again. Above anything. No, it's on layer -5. It'll be fine. Just Fortnited with Mello and Jack. Yo! Did you get a victory royale? You better have. If I hear that you didn't, I'm just never gonna play it with you. I will just simply determine that you are not to a capability to carry. You know, it's just the way it is. Actually, I don't quite love that. Yeah. Pick this one. Then I come this way. Up. Then gonna be less saturated. It's still down south. However, less people are coming this way because it's really only for the rich. Doesn't have the same trade caravan constantly on it. You know? We did not. Well, Fortnite stream canceled. It's over. It's so over. We can't possibly recover. All of my roommates, including my boyfriends, are really surprised I occasionally play Fortnite. I mean, it does strike me as something that you would not play, if that makes sense. Not in like a negative way, just it doesn't cross me as something like, I'm not like, MJ, big Fortnite fella, you know what I mean? I'm not like, that is someone who forts and knights. But I also feel like Fortnite's kind of like one of those games that it's just like everyone plays. Why is it striking you that way? Why does it strike people like that? I don't know. Probably, you know, like matching along the same lines is like a lot of things. Like Fortnite is, how do I phrase this? Because the only way I can think to phrase it is not exactly how I mean it, which is that Fortnite is big and on trend, And there are a number of other things that tend to be big and on trends and have communities that can be a lot that you have been vocally critical of. So not in the way that I'd be like, oh, I think MJ's gonna be vocally critical of Fortnite, but more in the way of like, oh, that's a little surprising. It doesn't seem up your alley. Also, none of the games you recommend, you're big on indie games. You're not really big on, like, so far as I could tell, huge AAA, like, the biggest everyone plays it kind of game, you know? Like, you're big on, like, Outer Wilds and old games like Half-Life and or like Stanley's Parallel. So it's like, oh, we've done a lot. Yeah! I got the Ice Witches Glacial Keep, which is where Ice Witches go to train and join the Coven. Maiden Mother Crone, you know? Totally didn't just fall in love with Agatha all along, you know? Patty LaPone and my beloved, she's the head of this order. Listen, she deserves it. No, that's fair. I play it with Mello and Tyler. I was gonna get into it on my own. Yeah, so it's like, it's less surprising in the way that you play it with people. It would strike me, I'd be like, oh, I would never think of MJ as being somebody to like play it solely on their own. But yeah, I'm digging how this is kind of coming together so far. It's really got a good vibe about it, you know? I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna complete it this stream or anything, but it was like, oh, this could work. Fun. I do need to add 2 other down so that I actually have, oh, that's big. Down to 40 big, probably 30, that 90. Yeah. I'm gonna add them right there. And then behind them, I know it is technically going to be listed as Dwarven, but I don't care. They are a mining town. Can I be part of Patty's Coven? The Laponin? Oh my god. I mean, if you win, yeah, you know. I mean, you could sort of, you could become an ice guard, which they train. But the Ice Witches are all big. It's a big matriarch setting, you know. They got. I actually love the names that came out. Oh, I can know you did copy the hierarchy. Because yeah, for the Ice Witch, there's the Prima Glaciate. Because I learned Glaciate's a word, and I was like, that's sick. Then depending on how witchy you go, if you're more in the Ice Court or not, you're equivalent of each other. If you're a Stankian Crone versus an Ice Witch, a Winter's Widow versus a Frost Mother, a Dame Boreal, a Frost Maiden, or a Rhyme Sister are like the kind of like starting levels of each. Because I was like, this is fun. Ice themes. I loved them. I love them dearly. Dame Boreal, I'm very proud of. For whatever reason, that one I've really been. I was like, I like that name. I was like, ooh, a Dame Boreal. But you know what, Edward, you're Canadian. I'd say you get honorary passing no matter what, you know? This is kind of like Fantasy Canada, sort of. Not really, but kind of. We've connected this in. Oh, I need to add the, what's it called? Yeah, I need to add the Berulian Palace. That's right. Let me go clear this. Everything. Berulian Palace. Where is it? There it is. Berulian Palace, or like what will be the stand-in for the Berulian Palace. How far away? Like, see, here's the thing. This is the southern palace of the Berulian dynasty / family. Where they go to, like, you know, meet with Imperials and stuff like that, because it's like, they don't like the cold. But they love the ice. They love, like, so their actual palace, their, like, Versailles would be kind of near actual Tarkarov, I feel. I kind of want to put it right in here. It's, like, between the Prima Glaciate and Ice Court, which is a big thing to their family. Like, the Ice Witch is a big thing. Like, Tsarinas of Tarkarov are all trained as Ice Witches as well. So I kind of feel like right in here with sense, even though this is called, I think I might put it right in here. I'm gonna make it big. And then I also think I'm going to change some of the terrain around there. I snap. It broke. 1 second. Oh, that's actually really bad. We haven't saved in a while. That's probably gonna be a problem. Oh yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. I was like, oh wait a second, I had totally forgotten to save. I kept being like, yeah, I'll save it a second. I'll save it a second. Oh man. Well, you can't win them all, chatters. You just can't. Sometimes it's not in the cards, you know? Alas. Oh, well. You know, that's, hey, part of the fun's making it, man. Part of the fun's making it. I'll pick away at it again later. You know what? We've gone for a pretty long time. We'll probably wrap up anyway. I kind of knew in the back of my mind, I was like, it's gonna crash. I know it will. I should save. I don't know why I kept preventing myself from saving. I was like, yeah, just let me fix this one little piece down here first. One little piece down here first. And then I do it so long. Oh my god. What do I always say? Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I knew it was possible. It was just one of those things where I kept forgetting to. I mean, the roads really are very easy. The roads make, I will say, the roads make this seem more put together than it is. Like, there wasn't that much gone, per se. That's like a river, a forest here and there, some roads connected. You know, it's nothing terrible. All this chunk is still here. The waterways of the main waterways fit. You know, it's fine. Cannot save his exporting VODs. Hey, come on, we're pretty actually, are we caught up? We're not caught up, but we got a good amount done, you know? I should have been here. This is my fault. No, it's not. It's mine. I knew I should have saved. I was well aware, okay? It's fine. It's fine. I can also, because it's in a VOD, I can just go look at it and be like, hey, what was I doing? What did I do, you know? I need to remind you to save. You never remember. This is all my fault. You know, it's not. I don't blame you. You can't possibly blame yourself for that, gig. Tis my fault. But as I said, it's just some roads and some forest work and like a little dotted line there. Like, I got it all in my head. It's fine. MJ, do better. Oh god. No, see, it's like really not. Like, here, 1 second. You'll see it. 1 second. Switch it to line. Go here. Bada bing, bada boom. Switch it to dark. They're gonna go. Aaron Grid. We gotta extend this down a layer. Down a layer. That too. Yes, for the most part. And then that too. Layer. That's gonna go up there. Meanwhile, it's actually gonna split like right here. That's gonna be bridges in a second. Then here to here is gonna be like that. But we're going to soften the saturation because we're getting into an area that less people travel. Wait, no, not from there. And then this is also gonna split just about here. Most people are doing that. This is gonna be even softer because almost nobody's going out to Guarania. Then it's going to be oh wait, no, I need to do a river there first. 1 second. Drag. Make it small. That wasn't small at all. Oh, it's the wrong tool. That's why. Small. And No, that's too straight. Ooh, straight. Straight. Eh. Sometimes you just gotta come at it from the other side, and then it works a lot better, you know? You just come at it from the other side, and then suddenly, blah, blah, blah. Still a little. But that's fine. There's nothing that a little bit of elbow grease won't fix. Like that. There, like that. All the way over to there, and then we can do the little bridges. Nap you don't. I know. Well, I gotta do it at some point. I'm just like that. Nap, you really don't gotta nap. Nap for the love of God, please. I'm just having fun. There we go. Okay. And then lower its size by a good bit. Set that there. No, actually, set that there, 'cause it's the inner part of the river. And then we're gonna go here. Then we're gonna go towers. And then we're gonna get this thing. And then we're gonna flip it like that. No, we're not. We're gonna do this again. And then we're gonna flip it all the way around like that. Bing, ba, boom. Oh, wait, no, it actually on that side. Fine. Okay. We're good. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's such a huge brush. This is, I'm just experiencing, the infinitesimal art loss that can happen, when you don't save your work. Let me be a lesson. Okay, perfect. All right, now road. This is gonna be so quick. Move the bridge over so that the arch is over the actual river, please. What? So this arch? No. This arch anchors at one end of the bridge. It's just like a way that I have. Like I don't usually have it over the bridge itself. I have it on the edge of one of them or the other. And then this can be dark and saturation. All the way up there, and it is also splits up here. Go up this way, baby. No, the bridge. Did I say tower? Did I stutter? Maybe. I don't know. I could have. For all that I know. Bridge. Oh, you want that? Is that what you said? You want it to be like aligned that way? Let's take. Let me lower the layer. Like that. I live to please. What can I say? What can I say? Oh, here, let me just hit that save button just so that it's clean and safe. I mean, that's the thing. Honestly, it's not really. I mean, obviously, it sucks that it just like crashed and unloaded a bunch of stuff. But at the end of the day, I do think it's great to like have practiced. So now in my mind, I know what I want it to look like. So this time it'll be like, oh, well, now I can change some of the tools. I can do some things different. I could be like, actually, you know what? Maybe we'll try it this way. Maybe we'll add a little bit of pizzazz. Light message, yes, best one. Ones, and then the rest a little smaller. And smaller still. And then I need hills. Just wait for it. Just wait for it. The trees, they tie it all together. My God. Truly, they are the window dressing for the soul. Trees solve all issues. Nothing can be a problem when trees are there and trees are involved. They add so much for so little. Ask nothing in return. They go in between little cracks and crevices. It's great. I love the trees, man. They're stellar. They're actually like, they're so useful. See, like that changes that whole outlook. Trees are the bangs and curtains of the eyes of the soul. So true. So true, King. How'd you know? There, go down on that layer. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And then that's all like that. Yeah. See, it's already kind of coming back together, sort of, maybe, kind of. Nope, that's way too straight. Nope, way too straight. I gotta come in from the other side. Like this. Nope, that still has. Okay, almost every. I was gonna say, it's almost every time, so long as I come from the righter angle, that it's like, oh yeah, less straight this way. Bada bing, bada boom. Way too straight me judging people during Pride Month. Oh my God. Nope, way too straight. Oh my God. Edward's out here like, no. I'm the one who decides. Judge, jury, and executioner, wouldn't you know? Yeah, they were just handing the title out. So I took it. I said, hey, pass that over here, baby. You know what, I actually want. And then this other one, if I go here, the other one I want to get rid of, solely for the fact that way I can in fact put down a more general city to be there, because that seems like the right choice. You know, it feels correct. It feels vibrant and new. It feels like all it should and more, you know? City. There we go. One of these bad boys. Let me size that. There we go. Ba-bing, ba-boom. The queens were too busy drag race, so I had to. Oh my God. The queens were too busy drag race it's a crazy statement. No, this one. I want to move it up like here. Then I need to lay down some mountains down there, because also are gone now. Terrain. Like mountain. Mountain pass that it's going towards. Scale up gears. Thing. Yeah, I like that. I like the look of that. There you go. So I'll throw a few more up into there. Because you can't ever have too many mountains. Nice. Okie dokie. Well, you know, maybe we will probably call it there. And that's salvaged to a decent degree, you know? Well, let me put down that town that I wanted to put down here. Much smaller. Here we go. Nope, a little bigger. 39 work. forward. And I need to get the dwarven settlement for the mine. I'm gonna put it right there. It needs to be moved up a layer. There we go. Bing, bop, boom. It's shave. Thank goodness for speedrunning. Is the usual program you use. Oh, for map making. Yes. I thought you were talking about, like, do I usually set my brain to speedrun mode? I was like, no, I've just already done it. So I'm like, okay, this is meant to be this. When you don't have to think about it, you're just doing it. It's easy. But yeah, there is a free version. I'm currently on a subscription for this, which gives you some access to stuff. But anything like here, if I go into here, anything that you see under the core, you just get for free. So like, you get a number of different like base towns, farms, villages, forts, basic mountains, basic hills, and stuff like that. And you get most of the abilities and stuff like that. Just some of the less minute details. But pretty well everything that's on here is in the core, actually. Everything that I have done, you can do with the core version. I believe. There's maybe 1 or 2 buildings you can't. Oh, that dwarven thing you can't. But otherwise, I've kept it that way intentionally, which, yeah, it's called Incarnate. Ink is like Incarnate, all one word. And yeah, it's pretty decent. Obviously it notifies you it has some problems with crashing. But you can make really detailed maps that go all the way up into like 4K and stuff like that. Like you can get super zoomed in on them and stuff like that. I quite like them. I've never really used it before this, but I've been enjoying it. So I'd say that it's pretty decent. Yeah. I hope this was at least somewhat intriguing. I had a blast, honestly. This was like something that I was just like, this will be fun. I wanted to do this. Probably not the best stream content in the world, but alas, you can't win them all. So we'll be back with some more regular stuff come Monday, but I do hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, a fantastic rest of your week, a great weekend. I enjoyed what I saw. Let's go. W. But yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Basmo, I'm figuring out the horror stream week. Someone asked for it to be in February, so it might be the first week of February. I don't know. But anyway, Janet, hope you have a